we're so back again. We're 2 episodes in a row.
Look at us.
I'm surprised. I'm glad you guys showed up because
Look at us.
Y'all,
it's a new year, bro. Trying to do good.
Y'all, oh, you need me to zip tie this?
I think it's good.
Tighten up that zip tie.
That's good.
Here at Don't Be Sour Podcast, we can't afford nice mic arms.
Well, I bought this nice mic arm.
Hold on, right?
That's the sound of a warm energy drink.
Hey, text your guy at
No, this
Hershey's.
is cold. I brought one cold one.
Why didn't you bring me a cold one?
Not enough space in the pockets, bro.
Drives car.
there was
Not enough space in my pocket.
there was enough room on
No,
the
I was
on,
carrying 2 12-packs
of warm energy
to
drinks.
stock up this place, so every time I can just grab one from here. Then I brought one cold one in my hoodie pocket.
You can't fit 2 cold ones in the hoodie pocket?
Then I had to bring 3.
That's what version
I got
2
coffee
of that
on
hoodie is
there,
for,
dude.
dude. It can carry 2.
Bro, I'm specifically putting a pee hole in the next set of underwear.
Like that.
For
What?
you. They're going to be like the zero ones that you love,
But
with a
pee
little
hole.
bit wider waistband and a pee hole.
Make sure the peel's extra big.
I was
Yeah,
going
sure.
to say, it doesn't have to be big. Like, Max the only one using it.
I'm surprised you guys actually came because why don't y'all respond to text messages?
I did.
Should we say it's Wednesday? We just uploaded. You just uploaded Monday morning. And
Yeah,
now
we're-
it's Wednesday morning.
We're filming real close to the last episode.
Yeah.
Things have happened.
Well, yeah.
Some things. It's a new year.
Well, first of all, I want to say that, dude, episode 1 crushed it. Big 1 out of 10. Big views.
Thank you guys.
The pod is
Yeah.
freaking back.
Max was also confused and thought this is the first pod of the new year.
We're actually in the new
You
year.
said in that one, you're like, oh, 2025, we're here. No,
Well, I
we
thought
weren't there.
the pod was going up on the new year.
Yeah.
Turns
Didn't
out
do
I
that.
got the
Yep.
dates. Dude, dates are hard.
Yeah.
Okay, the calendars. I don't even know how they work. Yeah, episode 1 was freaking sick. Not sure why everyone likes pod so much. I mean, I know I'm super cool. Everyone's talking a lot of shit to you.
People got mad, yeah.
They were talking. Why?
People are excited
it's
for the
just,
pod to
it's
come
just
back.
it's what it is.
Politics.
Politics.
Why do you think you're so controversial?
I'm not. It's just you can't speak about. Okay, look, Trump.
Joe is never given a fuck,
no,
and he doesn't
look,
filter for
yeah,
the podcast.
But no, this is some quantum shit right here. Politics. So like, if Trump won the popular vote by what, like less than 1%, right? So let's just say it's 50.
How do we always start with politics?
No, I'm trying to get to what I'm saying. So
Joe's Fox News, bro.
It was very 50-50, right? So no matter what you say, if I say, thank God Trump won, I'm pissing off half the people watching this. If I say, oh my God, Trump's an asshole, I wish Kamala won, 50% of the people watching this. It was 50-50. So anything you say on politics, half the people are going to be mad. I mean, I don't think our audience is a real 50-50, but like just look at
What
it
do
that
you think
way.
our audience is, Joe?
like
What do you think
60-40.
this audience is right here in the
60-40.
comments? What do the commenter, what do the viewers think? Comment down below.
I'm going to say 60-40.
What of Trump versus?
I don't know. I'm done, dude. I'm done.
Hey, real quick.
Yeah.
This is. I know the
Politics. Yeah.
Politics.
Politics.
We don't talk about politics on here. We talk about politics. Who do you think's going to run next year? In the next
I think
election?
Newsom.
Vivek, I think Vivek and
That's
Newsom.
not how you say that. I don't even know the person.
No,
Vivek.
Vivek.
Yeah,
Vivek Ramaswamy.
Ramaswamy.
Vivek.
Yeah. I think it's
Vivek.
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 Tomato. It's either, I think Newsom's going to be the Democrat unless he really does some stupid
I think
shit
it'll
between
be a
now
new
and then.
person.
No, I think it's him. Maybe.
Who?
Or, dude, they're even saying Kamala might run
California.
again.
The California governor.
I've seen multiple people like say Kamala's going to run again.
I don't
and
think
I'm
that's
like,
going to happen.
Hey,
I think JD Vance is running. I think he, because he can, right? Like I don't think there's any term limits between VP and regular president. So I think JD runs and maybe Vivek is his.
I almost said apparently not.
What? Oh, he doesn't run?
No, it's
What?
a VP. Never mind.
you can only do 2 terms.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
You can only do 2 terms, right? Trump's being not only too old.
You can only do
and-
2 terms, I think, in that position. But I think you could technically be the VP 2 terms and then be the president 2 terms. I think.
Bro, you know, for like in politics, they have like if the president dies, you know how like obviously he goes vice president, then he goes like this. They have like
Speaker of the
a
House.
list of like 20 scenarios.
And at the
Yeah.
very
Like-
bottom, it's max tuning.
Like if the 17th person dies, then it goes to like like
Well,
it's crazy. I
there's a
remember
show
that
about that.
I remember
Oh.
from school.
There's a show where it's like the last man standing. I don't know what it is.
Fuck, I know a designated survivor.
Yeah, because it's a real thing. Because there are situations where like the first 5 people are all at one event. So I think like the State of the Union address, like the top 10 people are all in the same building. So if that building blew up or something, you go straight to like number 11.
Hey, you're president.
Yeah, Max
Surprise.
Tuning wins. Yeah. Anyway,
I'll be like, oh my gosh. Why do you think people like this pod?
I have no idea.
Because we've been doing this for 10 years on YouTube.
Yeah, but it's actually crazy because there's like a lot of people that are like real, like important people that have podcasts that their podcast like doesn't do as well, and this podcast is just a bunch of idiots sitting and talking.
Like talk to her. Have you watched that?
Done, bro.
Dude.
Oh, the crypto.
Did you see the their like live session where she's like randomly she's like, all right,
so I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, she sounds like Sandy Cheeks from SpongeBob.
Is that why the meme keeps saying that she's been asleep for so long?
Yeah. Bro, they're in the middle of like a heated discussion with like the guys that actually like did it because she didn't know what she's doing, right? So like her business partners are the ones.
How do you
that
know
did
she
all
doesn't
this.
know?
She has no fucking clue what she's doing. Anyway, and like they're like in a heated discussion about like they like rug pulled it and they fucked everybody over, and out of nowhere she's like, all right, like sorry to disappoint y'all, but like it's time for bed. I'm gonna go to bed now.
Wait,
It's like, all right, bye.
Can you explain to the people what the Hawk Tua girl is? Who that is?
No, we don't have to say. What'd she
I
do
don't
with the
even know.
coin? What'd she do with the coin?
She launched a coin. Okay, somebody launched a coin on her behalf. She was the face of it, which I think everyone at this, like I think Mr. Beast is in trouble for something similar right now or whatever. And then everyone sold it, right? So all the like founding, think about it like a stock with IPO. So like people get in early and then it goes live and then like your average person buys it and it goes up. But with stocks, typically you can't sell for that first like year or 2 years when you do an IPO. The crypto space is like totally unregulated.
I have a question.
So you
Okay.
can just make a coin, sell it right
Yeah,
away.
yeah. So if I said, hey, I'm launching a coin, you guys can buy in early before anyone else. I give each of y'all 1 million coins.
Joe's
then
be
it
like,
goes
ass
live.
coin.
Yeah, ass coin. Then it goes live, price goes up, and y'all sell that first day and get you guys, 5
So
extra money, but everyone else it just plummets.
if you build a big group of people that have exclusive, and then as soon as you open it up,
That's
they
what the
just,
rug
like,
pull is. I mean,
all,
that's what's happened to
pull out.
like almost all the coins. That's why people have such a sour taste in their mouth for like crypto.
Hey, don't be sour.
Yeah.
I need to understand the whole rug pull thing because when you buy,
Say rug pull.
it's called a rug pull.
Is that
They're pulling the rug out from under
So
the
imagine
little
you're
man.
standing on a rug.
Yeah.
I pull it. You fall.
Yeah.
That's like what happens to the. It's
all the
it's-
people that put money in?
It's an advanced financial term.
Yeah.
Kind of like municipal bonds, but rug pull. Okay, so when you buy Hawk Tua coin, are you expecting it to like?
You said that really well. Like the Tua, you did too good.
He's experiencing the hot too.
Like when the stock when the Hawk Tua coin goes up,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh my gosh, like are you just thinking? They're like, this is a good idea. This is going to keep going up.
I don't
It's
think
not gonna
anyone
go
put like
down.
their life savings in
But
the
I don't
Hot Tua
understand.
coin.
Like,
I think people are
when
buying
it
like
gets
$1.
rug pulled, it's happened over and over and over again. Why would it not happen on all these stupid meme coins?
Maybe is it just like people not realizing what they're investing into versus like maybe they're thinking they're putting money in Bitcoin.
Well,
and they're
then-
actually
but
buying a coin.
They kind of shot themselves in the foot because the guy that did it, who's like, I think he's like Howie Mandel's stepson or something. He's related to the dude from Deal or No Deal or whatever.
Okay.
Anyway, he's a big crypto guy. The guy that did it said on an interview that this coin is going to be different because they're targeting like it's a different demographic.
They
that
all
doesn't
say
know.
they're like,
no, but
it has a purpose.
no, well, like, no, not that. I'm saying like he was bragging about how like her following aren't crypto people. So these are like country people that are going to get into crypto for the first time. Almost like saying how it's so easy to take advantage of them. Like her demographic isn't tech bros. It's fucking like,
What?
I don't know how to say like the hills have eyes fucking people that are out here like, oh, I'm gonna buy some Hawk Tua coin.
I
think that's
just-
why this one was so easy to do.
But also, why does every celebrity? First of all,
Yeah.
not us. I mean, what we wouldn't call we're F-list celebrities. But like, why does everyone get into these stupid crypto coins?
to make a lot of money.
But you tarnish it, like you should feel bad as a person for doing it.
I don't think she thought. That's what I'm saying. Somebody brought this to her plate. Someone, I think all the big celebrities don't know how to do crypto. It's some big crypto business guy that's like, hey, Christian, we're going to start you a coin, Alpha Coin. It's going to be amazing. Your following's going to make all this money. You're going to make money, blah, blah, blah. And
I heard
then they
Jake
pull it.
Paul was
Yeah.
kind of, I guess he's like, her Hawk Tua is like,
He signed her to
yeah,
like a
kind
label
of
or
like
whatever,
his
yeah.
manager
Yeah.
kind of deal or his team. So I wonder if it's all like one big,
Bro,
like maybe Jake Paul.
I don't think
like
the
crypto-
face of it isn't the person that's doing the bad thing.
I just like
they're getting taken advantage of.
Christian, like we've made clothes for a long time, and like we feel really bad when there's like a defect with like the seams popping or like a logo peeling off or something, and we're like trying to make it right and like trying to do the right thing. But then you have people like Logan Paul comes out with Dink Donk coin and like feels good about like taking. I just don't get how people have like. Is there no moral
Or
compass?
the animal thing. What was his egg thing?
Crypto
Just
zoo.
take a sip
Yeah.
of-
I just don't get, bro. I just
A
don't
sip
get
of
how
this delicious 3D energy.
do people have no morality of like.
No, I think it's out the window now.
That's so crazy.
I
to
think
me.
it's the money go so fast that makes like now they don't care. I think it's like people like Logan Paul that are making $100 million doing nothing. So then it's just like, oh, it's another 50 million. Like, who cares? It's like, you know.
I legit don't get how certain people like. This is my kind of extreme, but I don't think I could like go to bed at night knowing that I made a bunch of money by ripping other people off. And
That was,
crazy.
I mean, the crypto zoo things. Like Logan's always said, I don't really like this guy, but he's always been like, I'm the victim. Like they took advantage of me. They took the code. They did whatever. And it's like, Logan, you're worth $1 billion. I'm maybe not $1 billion, but like a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Like no matter what happened, just shut up and refund. You know, like worst case scenario is going to cost you 10 mil.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's like instead he's just like tweeting like, I'm a victim. They took my code. They stole this. They fucked me over. They lied to us. It's like, bro, you're worth $800 million. No one feels bad for you saying like, oh, they took advantage of me. Like just make it right. I don't know.
You know, I always like worried about like things that I would say on podcasts and stuff. Like I'm like, what if I say some sort of controversial take about like something that's going to impact like my businesses because like businesses want to work with me because of what I said. But then I'm like, then I look at all these like people that have all these products that are literally ripping people off for millions of dollars, and people are still like allowing them to be in their stores and stuff. And I'm like, wow. Apparently people, no one cares.
Bro, Lamborghini did a collab with Balenciaga like a week ago, and everyone's pissed about it.
Why should it be like a car toy or something?
No, it was like a merchandise, like Lamborghini, like I think Balenciaga's coming out with stuff with Lamborghini's logo on it and stuff. But everyone's like, Lambo, why would y'all
analyze
do this?
that photo they come out with?
Well, I'm like, how much money is Balenciaga paying Lamborghini to like get over that? Because they knew they were going to get bad PR from that. Like, there's no way the marketing guy at Lamborghini was like, you know, it'd be a great brand to work with.
Hey, Joe,
Yeah.
great segue. What did you think about the whole Jaguar rebrand thing?
Gay.
Did you?
Stupid.
You better not cut that. You better not cut that.
I know my rights.
I know what I
Stupid.
can say.
Okay, talk about it.
If the 3D or Alfleet rebrand in 2025 come out as bad as that, just like take my businesses, bro.
But it did get a lot of people talking about it.
Yeah, in a bad way. No one's looking forward to buying it. I actually, my stepdad owns like a really cool XKRS, which is like a cool sports car that Jaguar used to make back in the day. And he's like, he wants to sell it now. He's like, this is stupid.
Yeah, but did you? Okay. But they did this whole campaign. They probably spent millions of dollars
Yeah.
on a different type font on the logo, which is crazy. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. It's crazy how literally Joe and I and then Christian like changed like the positioning on the logo, but like us three came up with Sour Strips logo, and then you have someone else that's like, all right, take this word, change it to a different font, $10 million will pay you.
Yeah.
Crazy. But then they came out with the concept car. What'd you think of that?
No.
No? No?
I haven't been interested in Jaguar since they came out with the
That's
F-
the
F-Type-
problem.
the F-Type,
So
right?
Jag is trying to become like a Toyota, BMW, like a name brand that everybody wants. But like the
Toyota
problem
and
is like,
BMW.
well, I'm saying like a car that like the masses are trying to buy to just go A to B.
Like
they're trying to,
BMW.
yeah, maybe.
Not Toyota.
I think they're even cheaper than BMW. But the problem is like that's not what Jag was. Like Jag was always
Classic.
you know, the Aston Martin competitor. They were building these big V8 not hypercar, but like supercars, the XJ220.
Was the
Jaguar
F-Type-
has some sick cars, and now out of nowhere they're like, we're going to make commuter vehicles.
Was the
and
F-Type a
electric and-
V6?
They had a V8. They had a
They had a
supercharged V8
V8?
version of it. Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
like dream car growing up.
Yeah, so I'm just like it's the wrong brand to try that with. I get they need to adapt, but also it'd be
feel
like
like
Lamborghini doing the
They should just lean into like the classy, like
that's what they were.
old money,
Yeah.
like just
Bro,
class.
remember when they had the jumping panther logo on the top of the car like a
Yeah.
Rolls Royce? That was sick. Now it's whatever this is.
Hey, you said BMW. Do you know what BMW stands for? Does
do.
anyone?
Wait, which like the funny version or the real one?
I didn't know there's two.
Bavarian Motor
Something
Group,
innovation.
What?
At the end? No, it's not. Oh, never mind. What the fuck?
BMW.
right? Yeah, Winnovation. Yeah, Bavarian Motor Works.
Engine works.
What do you mean engine? That's an E.
Well, it's because in
What do you
German it actually means. Oh man, I hope someone who speaks German is going to hear
Yeah.
me butcher this. Okay, Bayerisch Motoren Work Gumpf.
That's what I said.
I don't. Yeah, because
I mean, I'm sure I'm butchering Bavarian, but
I think I was thinking i8, and because I just saw a post that the
Electric.
i8s are now. That's why I said innovation, but I think they're under the price of a Toyota now.
yeah, no, they're terrible cars.
That's crazy.
Man, remember
I
you
had
bought an
one.
i8?
Yeah, bro, I had one.
Yeah.
I got
You know-
pulled over the first day I got that car, I had a show that day.
For being too good looking?
I had a competition, so I was like all shredded. I had a tan already. I didn't have the tan, but I was driving to Corpus Christi for my show, so I went to go pick up the car at BMW and literally like have all my food, and I drive it to Corpus, like 3-hour drive, get pulled over without having any license plates on it, without having any like proof that I just bought this car.
You bought a car from a dealership, they didn't put plates on it?
They didn't put plates on it. They were like going to like mail them or something. And this was 2015, 2016. So I literally get pulled over, he pulls me out of the vehicle. It took like 3 hours, bro.
Rips him out.
3 hours. We had to wait and just like, he had to get like
Is this when
confirmation.
Didn't they ask your passenger if she was like,
Yes.
like supposed to be with you, or if she was like abducted or something?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
This is the whole El Chapo Guzman era.
What?
Yeah, bro. So they thought, like driving to Corpus, $150,000 new car, last name Guzman.
It's down by Mexico.
Yeah.
It's the beach down by Mexico.
So they're like, this is a Guzman drug money car.
Did you show them how shredded you were? That you were like, I'm going to a...
Look at my abs, I was terrified. I was like, I'm not going to be able to do my show. What am I going to tell my YouTube channel?
Okay, now finish out the story with good news. What happened?
What happened was BMW confirmed he did buy the car.
Went to the
Left
show,
there like
won.
a boss. Went there, won.
First place?
My red Todds, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
First place?
First place.
What a story.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's full circle, baby.
Didn't get arrested.
Damn. New Year. What did you guys do last night? Did you get lit? Did you get raise some shots?
Fell
Did you
asleep
stay up
like
till midnight?
10:30.
I didn't make it to, we took the golf cart for a spin for like an hour, saw some fireworks, watched 90 Day Fiancé until we fell asleep. At about
Watched,
11:30.
Land of the Free. Is that the Mel Gibson?
You're really a big Mel Gibson guy now.
No, bro.
No, Heidi's going through all the
we're
shows.
on a Mel
Okay.
Gibson thing. Pretty good. Loved it.
Have you seen Passion of the Christ?
No.
It's a good one.
That's a wild movie.
I've actually never seen it. I just see the jokes about it all the time.
I've seen it like one time forever ago.
Did it change your
I can't remember. I was so young.
Well, it didn't change your life then.
So last night, I also went to bed before 10 o'clock, but I've never heard, there were more fireworks going off that I don't, in my neighborhood, nonstop from like 9 until then it went crazy at 12, which I woke up at like 12:05, heard it going crazy. Dude was woofing a little bit, leaned over, gave a smooch to my wife. Happy New Year. But there was more fireworks on New Year's than there were on 4th of July.
Senna's, oddly enough, Senna does not give two shits. My dog doesn't give two shits about like thunder and stuff, but fireworks, I don't know why, but she freaks out. So all last night, she's like shaking in the corner, coming to get me every like 2 minutes.
I didn't hear anything.
Long
in my
night.
house.
Yeah, because you're Sugarland. They're not allowed to do it.
Dude,
You said the new neighborhood can't have fireworks, but there was fucking fireworks everywhere last night, even in the new neighborhood, because we drove the golf cart over there.
people have been telling me what I can't do my whole life.
Yeah. I don't think anyone in that neighborhood gives two shits.
Do you miss not going out as much? Because back in the day, it'd be like New Year's, we got to go to the club, we got to get some bottles.
I remember looking forward to the night the time would change because we got an extra hour
Yeah.
out
to drink.
Yeah. I remember the years of being out and be like, oh, fuck yeah, we get an extra hour tonight. Not at all anymore.
No, now
Bro, in hindsight, it was so dumb.
That was our 20s, man.
No, I know, but it was like in reality, like you sat in an Uber. We didn't live anywhere near there, so you sit in an Uber for an hour and 20 minutes.
That's why
we
you
tried to
take
get
about
drunk
4 shots,
before,
yeah.
but then you
Get
sober up
drunk
by
as
the time
hell.
you get there.
No, we were already drunk in the car.
You get to the club, you maybe get there a little too early. There's no one there. You feel like an idiot. You're sitting in the section. First off,
I had a
section's
blast.
$6,000 or whatever it was.
I had a
blowing
blast
money.
my whole time.
Then it's so damn loud, you can't actually talk to anyone. So everyone's just pretending they're talking business, but you have no clue what the other guy's saying, and everyone's just screaming in each other's ears.
I wasn't talking business.
And then you leave at about 2:30.
Max was sleeping.
I was gonna say, Max falls asleep, falls in a bush. We have to put him in the back of the fucking Uber.
You know
Go to Whataburger, get home.
You know what's crazy with going to
Great
clubs
night.
is like when you go into a club. This could apply to a bar or whatever. It's like, let's say you have a group of like 10 people. You got 10. You got a good squad. Okay?
10 dudes.
for us back in the day,
Yeah.
for sure it was that. You go into the club, you got 10 people, you're like, I'm excited to go in there. You go in there and there's like 3 people, you're like, bro, this club sucks, we got to go somewhere else, right? But if you go into another club, there's too many people, you're like, too many people here.
Yeah.
Even though you're only going to talk to the people that you're talking to, you want people there, but not too many people, but not too little people.
Fine balance.
Wild concept.
Yeah.
Bro, I was going out like 2 years ago. 2, 3.
When do you think it stopped? Like, was there a slow transition or like?
I feel like whenever it's not even age so much. I'd say like even at 30, 31, you're still going out. You could, but I think for me, it's like when I go more into the health thing, or I'm like really trying to be more healthy. That's when I like. So I guess that's normally like around 30.
Yeah, but you used to make videos that like how you can stay shredded.
How you can drink and stay shredded.
What did you get the bottle girls to like bring a sign out that said?
Many years in a row. That said summer shredding, or it would say like
that one's fine, but
alcohol 101. They would do the title with the with the letters.
And then you would get like the thumbnail with all the bottle girls.
Yeah,
damn,
easy 300K views.
That seems like.
Can you
ages
imagine
ago.
that now?
No, I can't.
Bro.
No, I can't.
I broke my cameras out of retirement yesterday. Haven't filmed anything, but I got them out. Since I moved, they've been in a box, so I actually like took them out, charged them. I could make a video now.
You know, yesterday being, the 31st, I go, okay, every year I kind of go through, I'm like, all right, like, do I need to buy anything for like, I guess YouTube stuff for tax purposes? I'm like, okay, like, I already have a new camera, there's no new camera, but I was like, should I get some new lenses?
As I'm staring at 3 FX3s right now.
Those are
FX30s.
FX30s. Max can't afford FX3s.
True.
Yeah.
They look like FX3s.
Yeah, I don't need anything anymore. Although, when I get into a topic.
I did not buy anything.
So are y'all up to date on the drone conspiracy thing going on the East
I got
Coast?
that question a lot.
Yeah.
To New Jersey? What's going on with that?
It's like the whole East Coast.
What did Biden say they were?
They just said it's nothing out of the ordinary. It's just like helicopters and surveillance and stuff, and don't worry about it.
Helicopter.
And then I saw a bunch of memes about that. There were like people on the East Coast when they see an airplane, it's just like helicopter, like drone. Oh my God.
I mean, technically a drone is a little helicopter.
Is that like
I
an
think-
exaggeration? That's what.
No, I mean, there's a lot of people claiming that they're seeing drones fly around. So
Yeah, we saw.
I mean, if you're in Sugar Land, Texas, you're going to see some drones flying
yeah,
around.
like not like 8 a night. You're gonna see like one when Max films a fucking YouTube video, and that's about it.
And orbs of light, right?
Yeah. So what I think though, well, here's my hot take on
Wait,
this.
did you see this on the internet?
Yeah.
Okay,
So this has to be true.
Accurate.
What I think's happening, the government's been trying to like get rid of consumer drones for a while. Like they're trying to get the FAA to ban all consumer drones.
Hate that.
Yeah. Which, like you have your DJI and you're like, oh, I'm going to film a clip and it's like, can't take off here because you're in a no, there's more and more restrictions
I
now.
get around that.
Yeah. I know a guy. I think this is like the government trying to ban, because if the government's like, oh, we don't know what they are, don't worry about them. But a bunch of governors are now coming forward, and like senators and shit are now putting these bills forward to ban consumer drones because they're claiming these are all consumer drones, and it's too easy for someone to buy a drone and go spy on like government buildings and stuff. So I think this is like an inside job. Like
Kids
the government's
are using
just,
it to spy on naked people in backyards.
Yeah.
Dude.
So I think that's what's happening. Anyway, the new drone, if it comes out, you should probably buy it because I have a very good feeling that like consumer drones are going away. I bet in the next 2 years you're not gonna be able to buy a DJI drone, or at least nothing bigger than like the Mini.
Yeah,
I
too
bet,
hard to use anyway.
No, they're not.
I think anything bigger than like the tiny ones are gonna be banned.
Yeah, but even if you bought the drone, couldn't they just be like, and disable?
Well, it might be like a grandfather clause thing, like short barrel rifle. Like there's other laws that have happened where like you can no longer buy a short barrel rifle.
You're so dumb.
What?
Think about what you just said. They can't digitally just stop you from using your short barrel gun. They can just
No. I'm not saying they can't do that. I'm just saying a lot of times when they come out with new laws like this, if you already own one, you can keep it.
If
There may
they-
be more laws on it.
Do you think if my drone wouldn't be able to fly if I wrapped it in aluminum foil, would it refract all the?
No.
How many
do think that's
drones do
coming
y'all
up.
think you've had?
I don't break a lot of them.
I've been through like 8.
David
I'd probably
breaks
say
them.
10.
No, not me. No,
No, because
I've
not because
probably
I'm
crashed
crashing them.
2.
I just buy like all the new ones.
Oh, we've crashed.
I had the big
many.
white one that used to before the Mavic.
Phantom
it was
4.
like Phantom. I had the Phantom 4. Then I had the Mavic. Then I had the Mavic S. Then I had the Mavic 2. Then the 2S. Then the Air.
Yeah, we get
then
it.
the-
You're rich, bro.
Bro, now if I put a drone shot in a video, people will be like, "What are you doing? You're too
Yeah.
cinematic. Take it off. Don't want to see it." So I just gave up on it.
You know what's a pro tip if you make YouTube videos? That's what it's. Here's a little hack. Okay, you can notice it in my YouTube videos. If you're ever, I used to like when I would travel to, let's say, like Chicago or something, right? And I'm like, okay, got to bring my drone. I want to get some clips of Chicago. If you just get a subscription to like, that's why our video is sponsored. It's not sponsored, but I have like I pay for a subscription to Storyblocks. It's like people can upload like high quality footage that has to get like they go through like a filter kind of thing.
royalty-free footage,
Yeah.
yeah.
But like you can just type in like Chicago drone shots, winter, Chicago night drone, highway drone shots. Like all the footage, the B-roll you're getting, like unless it's really specific and you need it like this, a very specific thing in the shot, all the footage, all the B-roll footage, you're like out there filming and spending your time and risking flying into a wall, like a building, like you can just go on these websites and in 5 seconds you can just have all the footage.
Yeah, I actually try on my videos, so I get my own drone footage.
You're
More so though. More so though.
You're basically
my
like
drone
the guy.
shots have my cars in them, and where am I going to find a fucking clip of a?
That's
I know. I'm saying
That's
I
not what I'm
can't do
saying.
what you can do. I know. I'm saying I can't get away with that.
I think Joe can do more with the drone than Max could do.
Oh, 100%.
I was over here going to go, you know what? Yeah, Joe is actually a lot better than me. And before I could even do it, Joe just beats me down.
And I add to it.
Look, I'm all for the story blocks thing. I'm just saying for me, like I'm never going to find a clip of a
That's
fucking yellow Lambo.
Obviously, for that scenario.
I don't own. I'm saying I do reviews on other people's cars. I'm just like the drone shots I'm getting. I have specific things going on.
Joe,
I can't.
when are you going to make a new YouTube video?
I don't know.
You keep talking about it.
Yeah.
You're basically like the guy that used to bench 315
Yeah,
for
yeah,
reps
yeah.
in high
Back
school.
in my day, I could throw a football
Bro,
clean
I
over that
remember
mountain.
a day Joe benching 225 for like 6 clean ones.
Dude, I could probably do it for one right now.
That was like 2015.
No, I did it recently too. When I was on TRT, I could rep out
Hey,
225.
Speaking of fitness,
Not anymore though.
I hurt
Not anymore.
I hurt my back yesterday. Like
Did you?
I'm legitimately in pain, and all yesterday I was like crippled, and I was wearing I had a heating pad all night. Like
What'd you do?
Crippled.
3 sets of 90. On
No,
incline.
I think I screwed my
Really?
back up.
Doing that?
No, look, I'm going to tell you the story. So I'm trying to get better at my fitness, right? So I'm starting to write my workouts down. I'm trying to like pay attention to my reps. So I go in for a nice pull day yesterday, feeling great, feeling amped up. I'm like, new year, new max, gonna get strong, writing down my weights. I do first I go rows, okay? Hit good weights, even lower the weight a little bit to make high quality reps. Get through that exercise. Go to lat pull downs. Boom. Quality reps, good weight, knocked it out of the park. I start incorporating leg press, like I say. First of all, which I'm going to get to, too many damn people in the gym.
At Outland?
Yesterday was packed. New Year, packed. So had to wait for a bit for a leg press. Went to a leg press. Did that.
Oh, yesterday morning.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, we closed at 1. I was there at 1.
Feels great, leg press. Then I go over, bent over rows. Ow, my back hurts. Tweaked. I have no idea. The rest of the day, I'm in pain, crippled.
Did it hurt before your first one?
No, I
On
went
the
down for
bent
the
over
first
row?
rep and just, it wasn't like a pain.
Yeah.
It was just all of a sudden, it was like my whole lower back is like seized up right now.
Well, I wonder if you fucked it up doing leg press.
That's
and
what I
didn't,
think.
Like maybe you like tweaked something and didn't feel it until you like engaged it again.
How do you hurt your back on a leg
'Cause
press?
if your back's not totally flat, I could definitely see how like when I'm doing leg press, if I move
It was
my
that-
back,
it was that one where you
definitely-
kinda like lay down out in
You
gym.
also don't warm up before. So like, the issue with doing like full body kind of more style like you're trying to do
Bro, my back
is like
hurts.
is that you're not going to be able to warm up each muscle group properly because you're just gonna like you'll go like all right, one set, let me just jump in. So you'll do back, then you'll go to legs, and then you'll go back to.
I did kinda
and
jump into
when
leg
you're-
press.
If you don't do enough like feeler sets before of each body part you're moving to, you're gonna fuck up. yourself.
Feeler, I just met her. I went into leg press, like went instantly into heavyweight.
You always do that.
I'm telling you, my back, like I was actually worried for real, like last night. I like couldn't get off the couch.
You know, you're right. Actually, I did leg day with you and David. And y'all started with like at 400 pound. David just threw it to 400 with no warm up, no nothing, and just
David
started
does that.
repping
Bro,
out. I'm like,
I've been not to take away from your back pain. I hope it gets better.
No, it's still gonna be there. Don't worry.
But my warm ups now they're like at least 40 minutes of warm up.
That's
no,
terrible.
no one has time. No one has time.
It
for
is
that.
terrible,
no
but
one-
like I feel great during my warm
My entire workout is 40 minutes.
I know my warm like literally 40 to 45 minutes of warm up.
How is it busy today? I just realized. I mean, today's like y'all's Black Friday for people that work out.
Yeah, I
Today's the biggest day of the year if you're
a
a
few days
gym.
ago, I texted our the president. I was like, "Yo, we're running something for like Jan
Yeah.
1." And yeah, I guess like today, Jan 1, we're going to start like talking about it. But it's like
I mean,
special.
why is it everyone? I
don't-
did it.
We don't get huge spikes in Jan. Like we're not like that gym.
LA
Because
Fitness
because
does.
it's a mental. I know what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
Well, like I'm guilty of it too. Is it just mental?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why is it? Even me last night, I downed a pint of fucking Ben and Jerry's ice cream, and the reason I did it though,
This is the last one.
yeah, I told myself like, oh, this is the last one tomorrow. The diet, tomorrow's the first of the year we're going. Every day is the same. I mean, everyone that is today, like, I'm getting a gym membership, I'm going to get in shape this year. Like, you could have done that 6 months ago.
Yeah, but
I don't know why everyone's
that's
like first of the year new.
because we as a society look at things in periods of time, and so each calendar year we encompass like a whole set of like goals and businesses. Everyone focuses around a year the
No,
calendar.
I get that. I'm just like, you could have done June 30th till June 30th.
That's not how
Still
it
a
works,
year.
bro. I'm already. I mean, the fact that New Year's started on a Wednesday is already pissing me off because I'm kind of like, I gotta start my goals, but I feel like I want to start on a Monday.
Wait till Monday?
Yeah, you can't start a goals.
I
on
feel like it's just a
Wednesday.
way to get out of it.
Yesterday's like Monday. I show up to the office like ready to go, not really thinking, and no one's there. I'm like, oh,
Christian,
Jim-
yesterday
Jim-
was not Monday.
Tuesday. Was it Tuesday?
I was actually
Yesterday was
surprised on.
Tuesday.
I was actually
Yeah.
surprised.
So Monday morning we didn't have our team meeting in the morning. I was like, what the fuck? And I was
Yeah.
like, oh yes.
No, Monday was a work day. Y'all should have worked Monday.
They half.
We were-
everyone
everyone
put
worked
PTO
Monday.
in.
Okay.
I was
early, and didn't
surprised on
realize-
New Year's Eve that the gym closed at 1 p.m. I thought that was early. I was like, maybe like 3 or 5 would make more sense, but
I thought everything would have been, for some reason in my head, I'm like, New Year's Eve, everything's closed. Everything was open. Chipotle was open until fucking 10 o'clock.
my warehouse was closed.
You're the problem. I don't think New Year's Eve is a holiday.
Yeah, our
New Year's
front,
Day
our front, our
is.
front desk wasn't there yesterday, and then when I pulled up to go work out, there was like 50 boxes that had to get delivered, and they were just like waiting at the front. So I just like helped unload for like 40 minutes.
Damn, you did
We,
work.
we didn't have a receptionist. Yeah,
You were the receptionist.
I was.
Christian, after yesterday, I know it was like a peak day and everything. In what world do you think you can add 2,000 more members to that gym?
We did 1,400 this year without a sales team. So why wouldn't?
No, I'm not talking about getting people to sign up. I'm talking about people being in there.
It was that busy yesterday morning.
Slam.
I bet right now it's busy as shit. Y'all closed today?
Slammed.
I bet it's not busy.
Is it closed or open today?
It's open. Yeah.
So Eve was a holiday, but
Well, I think it's only because we closed early.
Correct. But
That's
what I'm
why.
saying is like, you want to add 2,000
Like
more people.
90% of the time during any normal day, it's not that packed.
I bet right now it's fucking packed.
I bet it's not.
Yeah,
Because
but
I drove by LA Fitness this morning and like the parking lot's fucking packed. Everyone is starting to work out today.
Yeah, but-
I don't know.
look at it like
Yeah.
this. 2,000 people sign up. Yeah, take out the whole like, okay, you know, these mean people aren't going to actually come. These people are going to come at different times, whatever. But just add like, okay, at any given hour of, let's say 2,000 people sign up. Let's say there's going to be 50 more people in the gym. Still a lot of people, like a lot of machines. I think I know it's easier said than done of just someone telling like, of like, hey, spend more money in the gym. But like, you just need to add more of those like,
Yeah, it'll go behind. Yeah.
places where people can work out. Because adding those members,
Where did he work out that's so busy?
or the whole gym.
Were you in gym one?
I was
leg
like trying to
press?
find a lat pull down, and there's like what eight of them that you can go to. Gym 1, 2, and 3, none.
Dude, even
and it's
on
like
a-
I'm fine with waiting, but I'm just saying like there was a lot of people, and I'm like,
even on
2,000 more
a random weekday at 5, it's already. If you put
It-
50 more
it's-
people in there at 5 o'clock on a random
it's
weekday,
great that
it'd be
it's
too many.
busy.
Yeah.
You just got to build more of those outdoor gym areas
Or,
because you
I
got to
mean,
get
just
people out.
Strictly target like older people that are going to come in the morning.
I'll move the rush. Yeah. No, I feel that.
We just started.
Yeah, I know.
He's healthy now, dude.
I pee so. Do you? We talked about the. Do you wake up in the middle of the night to pee?
I talked a lot of shit to y'all about it. I never did. Recently, I'm starting to. Not every night, but I'd say like 3 nights a week now. I get up to pee at like 3 a.m. But I'm rich as fuck. My house. I know this is gonna sound like some entitled bullshit. My new house has a dehumidifier built into the house, so it's sucking the moisture out of the entire house.
I feel like dehumidifiers are like just hocus pocus.
No, dude, it's nice. So like in normally I would set my AC to like 68 locked 24/7.
I'm 69.
With the dehumidifier, I was talking, no one's gonna see your face. With the dehumidifier, I've noticed that I leave my AC at like 73, 72 because it's so much. No, I'm telling you, when the moisture's out of the air, you don't need it that cold. It just feels, it's different. My point is though, I'm drinking a lot more water. I think I'm dehydrated because of the dehumidification.
What Joe's saying is
Yeah.
in his bedroom at night, there's no moisture in the air.
There isn't. No, it's all dried up.
I think that joke hit. I think that made
No.
sense.
Anyway, what I'm getting to though is I'm drinking a lot more water now. I've noticed that like I'm like drinking 5 or 6 bottles of water a day where I used to just do like 1, and I think that's why I'm peeing at night now. I think I'm drinking more water than I used to because
This
I'm
just
dehydrated.
in, more water means more pee.
Yeah, I don't
would-
think anything changed. I think I'm just drinking more water.
I'm waking up guaranteed twice 90% of the time.
Why
I'm at 3,
in the middle of the night?
You think you're better than me?
2 to 3.
Well, how much water do you drink a day?
A lot.
Yeah,
And,
see?
and I always wrap it up at night with a lot.
You always wrap it up at night?
What?
Always wrap it
I
up
think
at
I might
night.
know your
Married,
problem.
you don't have to-
I think I might know what's happening here.
Wait. That was good. That was good.
Shit, I don't even know what I was saying anymore. Why is it that when like I don't think all older people drink more water? Is it like does your
Old people,
kidneys
although slow.
get smaller? Like why do old people wake up to pee in the middle of the night?
Because
Why is
we
your
have so much
bladder-
wisdom and stuff.
Is that a thing? Like, does your bladder get smaller, or does it?
What they say
Yeah.
is that it's diabetes. That's one thing they go to.
You might have diabetes. You eat a lot of sugar.
I've been good this week on my New Year. At night, I want to eat sour strips so bad. I need to get them out of my house
I can't have them in my house.
because I'll eat them.
Yeah.
Oh man!
Hey, can we talk about? Oh, I don't even know if you're allowed to talk about
We can
that.
talk about anything on this podcast.
Well, at one point, you don't have to go in depth on this. I know you're probably not allowed to anymore. At one point, you were looking into potentially doing like a sugar-free, healthy sour strip alternative.
Mm-hmm.
Is that still in the like a future idea, or did you just say like fuck that, we don't care?
Part 2 of that question.
Yeah.
Is the Alflan sour strips flavor not going to happen anymore?
Okay,
So Hershey's going to be like, no thanks.
these are 2 loaded questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to like go into depth. I'm just like, is that still a possibility in the
excited for
future?
One, I think that anything is possible.
Yeah.
I think when we try to go down the rabbit hole of like trying to find some sort of like lower sugar alternative, like it's because you're trying to be like you can't make it taste exactly like the full sugar version, right? But you're trying to get it as close as you can. So like until you get a version that's relatively even close, because other stuff kind of exists, and you also don't want to you want to figure out like what your purpose is, because also you don't want to make a candy that tastes almost identical to this. That's the healthier version, because then you're basically like, are you a healthy candy now? Because why would you get the regular one? So it's not like,
Yeah.
But then again, you have Diet Coke and you have regular Coke. People know the Diet Coke's maybe better for you, except for the aspartame. But no, I think it's still stuff that I guess I'm technically no longer exploring.
Yeah.
But I think there's a lot of like projects that I've been working on before the Hershey acquisition that are like still in the pipeline of like possibilities.
Hey, follow up before you get to that one. About gluten-free. Because I've noticed that everyone is gluten-free now. Like, it used to be like a one person. Now it's like 50% of the population's like, I don't eat gluten.
Honestly, gluten-free is something that we can like almost flip a switch and do a version of it.
And you make a lot of girls happy, because every girl I know is gluten-free now. I'm not even like saying that about. I just like, it's everyone I talk to is like, oh, I don't eat gluten.
You know, I actually got an email one time that someone goes like, hey, like why do these have gluten in it? And I'm just like, oh, because like wheat is an ingredient. And they're like, yeah, but why? I go, because that's just how it's made. Like, what do you want? She's like, yeah, but why is it in there? I'm like, because it's an ingredient. I don't know. Yeah, gluten-free is something that like I wanted to introduce in 2025. Again, I kind of have to go through different layers now. But the thing is, like, there's like subsets and subsets, right? So with candy, you have a subset of like because you're like target market, right? So you have people who like candy, that's a subset. Then you have in a subset of that category of people who like candy that also like sour candy. Then you have people like candy that people like sour candy that also are gluten-free, right? You're narrowing the window so low. So it's like, yes, there's probably a lot of people that want it, but like, does it deviate the business's focus and add more complexity? And it's like, I would love to create products that everyone has a version of a product that like everyone can enjoy, but it's like, at certain times of the business or the life cycle of the business, is that the most opportune time
I get that.
for it to happen?
I've been trying to explain that to Christian's company for the last
like,
month.
Before like Hershey's,
Well, we'll talk about that in a second.
before Hershey's and stuff, it was kind of like, it'd be like, oh, we want to get in this country and whatever, but like, it's like, should I start deviating from trying to get it into every store in the United States before I do that, start going down the rabbit hole of like alternate products or like, it's like I need to focus on one goal at a time, especially because I needed to be very specific with like how I scale the company of like where my money, where my time, where my efforts were going into. So it just kind of had to differentiate. Alflan flavor, I don't see.
Or we throw some caffeine in it, and then you got a 3D collab.
I don't know if I want to do like some sort of like.
You'd be real careful with that. And
I think flavors
didn't
would be
Prime
better.
get sued over that? Like marketing to kids with a caffeinated. Like candy inherently is a kid's product, and then you have caffeine in it.
I would love the lemon lime flavor that we sampled.
I have all the characters made. It's pretty cool. I have characters made for like everything. Like every flavor you could think of, I already have the character made, because I was worried that the guy who makes these characters would just stop responding to me and like fall off the face of the earth, and then I have to find another designer that like could mimic this exact design, right? Which you could probably find, but I don't know. I have a good relationship with the person who does it now, so I just had to make like, I have like 20 other flavors that are non-existent flavors, but I have all the like the bags already designed and everything. I get way ahead. Shit's crazy. I spent my New Year's last night watching. I'm watching this Landman show.
Oh,
y'all
we
watching
were going to
Landman?
start it. We watched like
I'm
10
gonna
minutes
start
and then we
it today.
stopped, but I'm going to start it tonight.
So what's interesting about it, okay, is because it's basically just it's Billy Bob Thornton and he's like working on like oil. He's like high up in like a big oil company and there's some I guess the corruption of like the oil industry and how much. But there's a lot of like points they make in the show that I think are like real facts about oil. So I'm kind of like learning a lot. I don't know if it's all accurate, but they're basically talking about. Because they'll talk about these like giant wind turbines, right? That are this giant like white wind turbines you see out in the fields and stuff. And everyone's like, and the people in the show are like, hey, like why don't they just build this is the future of this like clean industry? Like y'all are dumb for doing oil because this. And he's like, if you think this is the future of this, don't you think Exxon or someone would have had like 700,000 of these like already being made? Like he's like, it takes so much oil and emissions, and like you have to get a 700-foot crane out here to install it, and like how much oil it costs to make it and to run it, and like you won't see the results for like one of these for like so many years
When they rust away and then don't have any way to get rid of the
Kill the birds.
But what they're
and
saying,
no, it's real. They really do fuck shit up.
he's basically saying that like. It's like everyone is against oil, but everyone doesn't understand that oil's in literally everything that you consume, like plastics, a lot of like lipsticks and stuff. Like oil's in everything. So it's like we have to keep drilling for it, but there is a finite amount of it. So it's like we're gonna run out eventually, but by the time we run out, he's basically saying like there's not enough time from between now and when we're gonna run out of oil in the future to figure out a solution that can replace what oil can do. So it's I don't know, but it's kind of like 3 generations from now. So it's definitely not like a
Fuck them kids.
No, it's not like that because it's your kids' grandkids.
Yeah.
Because it's like their problem, but
They think they're killing. I don't want to go into this, but they think they're killing the whales too. Apparently, like a bunch of like whales keep washing up on shore, and I think the scientists. I looked it up because Trump said it, and I was like, that doesn't sound real. And apparently, they think that the reason that some of these whales keep washing on the because they're putting these big wind farms out in the ocean. Apparently the noise is like messing with the whales like migration patterns and like I guess it's really annoying to them.
Can you speak whale?
Sometimes. Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, that was a nice one.
Did you know that that's why the ocean is so salty? It's from all the whale semen?
That's not right.
Think of how many whales there are.
Not that
Think
many.
of how big whales are.
They are pretty big.
Think about when they get freaky. Think about how salty the ocean is. It adds up. Do you think?
All right.
What's your thoughts on like oil? Because everyone's trying to switch to like electric. Do you think electric will replace oil?
Bro, people are. I owned an electric car.
I'm getting one.
He currently owns one.
Get car sick.
That's not the biggest problem. But
David's
yes,
an advocate of them.
they are convenient, but no, I think people that preach. I have no problem with electric cars. It's the people that are like, oh, you have a big truck, like, oh, disgusting. I have an electric car. It's like, dude, shut. Like, the production of that car and the batteries and everything else have polluted way more than my truck will ever pollute in its lifetime. I don't think people are just so hypocritical on honestly on everything. These are the same people that will like. I saw the other day I was on.
So it takes more to do the battery.
Dude, yeah, and then what do you do with these batteries when they die? Like, where the landfill? It takes like thousands of years for these batteries to decompose. So now, like, what are we going to do with all these? Not to mention, we don't have enough power to actually do it. So I think it was Los Angeles. One of the big states said that like by 2026 or something, they won't sell gas-powered cars anymore. But they're actively having like rolling brownouts because they don't have enough electricity to feed the city.
What's a brownout?
I think a brownout's when they plan it. Like a blackout's when it's unplanned,
Hey,
and
guys.
brownout's when it's what? What?
Christian made a joke.
Oh, okay. All right, nice. But anyway, yeah, it's like they want to sit here and say that was the shittiest fucking joke I've ever heard. That was a good pun though. That was a good pun. But yeah, I think that's the problem, right? They're like, oh, everyone has to have an electric car, but we don't have electricity for everyone to charge their electric car. So don't charge your car this weekend because we're running low on electricity. We got a lot of problems going on. I don't
Finally
think
got
electric
the
cars
Tesla
are.
charger
Plugged
into my house.
And
So now I can charge the Tesla.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
What happens when you have
It
electric
lasts me
cars?
a whole week.
What?
Yeah, I'm at
I'm-
20% whole week.
I'm getting an electric car soon.
that's so stupid.
What happens when the power goes out? Like in Texas, when it went out for like a week.
You're done.
Where am I? How am I going to drive?
You're not. You're not. I drive too much. I had that Tesla for probably 6 months, and like I did enjoy it. It was fun. I hated the range anxiety. I never actually had a situation where I didn't have enough power, but always in the back of my head was like, oh, can I make it there? Do I need to charge first? Do I need to go here?
Yeah, when I was driving out to your new house, I was like, holy shit, this battery's going quick. Because it was pretty far, bro.
There's something to be said about just like pulling into a gas station and within 5 minutes I have 400 more miles. Like that is very nice.
Man, I always get so triggered when people are...
I enjoy the gas station.
Oh, yeah, I know. So that's what I was telling David. He's
Yeah.
like, you don't have to stop at the gas station more. I was like, I kind of like it because then I go in and get a snack, get some sour strips, I see what drinks and stuff.
I hate it.
I love going into when I see like a nice gas station, I'm like, oh, I wonder what snacks they have. I wonder
And there's no better feeling than when Max walks in and sees sour strips in a gas station, or when I walk in
Bing bong.
to like a Buc-ee's and I'm not expecting it, and then it's like, oh shit, 3D's here. No better feeling. That's partially why I like.
I mean, I guess I could still do that. The thing with electric is like
95% of the time right now, I walk in somewhere, I'm pretty let down. I'm like, fuck, 3D's not here.
not yet.
Not yet, but soon.
It's kind of like when you're like when you're going somewhere and you're like, oh man, it's gonna take me a little extra time because I got to pull off and go get gas or something. Imagine when you're like, oh, I got to pull off for an hour and get more electric.
I mean, they are fixing that. So like Porsche's new architecture, I think they can charge the whole car in like 30 minutes or something. It's getting faster. Like with the technology I would say within like 5 years, there's gonna be like a 15-minute top up with electricity.
Okay, this is gonna be a dumb question.
Yeah.
Is there like it's kind of like when you do a whole bunch of, oh, here we go. I got an analogy. It's like when you're playing a video game, right? And you have your special ability and you're like doing your big move and there's like a cooldown period, right? It's like you can't just back to back to do it because that'd be sick. If they could like supercharge these cars super fast, could it be like supercharge, next car, supercharge, next charge? Or is it like, hey, after 5, you got to wait a little bit for it to
I mean, it's just
build
assuming
up?
we have enough electricity to do that, yeah.
Where does electricity come
That's
from?
the thing too, right? Like in Texas, it's
Where
all
is it coming
it's all
from?
coal plants. So now it's like, oh, I'm higher than you. I drive my Tesla, but you're fucking charging it using power coming from the coal plant that's burning coal. So like, unless you live on unless you own your own solar panels and only charge your car with your solar panels, like you're not doing anything. I hate to break it to you, but you're not helping at all.
Wait, I got another dumb question, but I'm going to direct it towards Christian to see if he knows the answer. I know Thomas Edison brought electricity, but like, where does electricity come from?
From a bunch of magnetic fields and plus and minus wiring and shit. There you go.
Is that the answer or your guess?
That's my answer. Lightning.
Was that your answer or is that like...
That's my answer.
What do you mean? Where did it come from?
Like where does electricity...
Didn't he need a piece of light or lightning?
Like when I plug it into my socket, okay,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, yeah, my electric bills goes up because it's on the little box outside, and there's little poles that goes down, and then you drive down the street, and there's like this.
So where's
big,
the source?
There's
It's coming from a coal power plant, which is spinning a turbine using steam, and the turbine's spinning, and actually, it's not far off with the magnets.
You're dumb.
I'm not a fucking electrical engineer. I don't know. I'm just saying you never did in like elementary school where you build your own little like generator, we spin it and it would light up a light bulb?
I get that, but I'm on a mass scale. Like
it's positive. It's electrons and neutrons.
Is there like a giant, like there's like a giant...
So a power plant is a massive version of that thing on your desk. You would spin it and stuff. It's just a huge one of those. And they burn the coal and dump water on it, and the water hits the turbine and spins it.
Are there like hundreds of them in Houston or thousands? Or
No, I mean, I don't think there's one by us. There's actually one close to us. And then there's nuclear power plants that use nuclear fission to do the
massive
same thing.
like hamster wheel things.
No, I just had an idea, dude.
Yeah.
Wait, it's like, wait. No, yep, I think I had an idea.
Does everyone roll their windows down and turn their AC on to
That
cool
was a
the
genius
earth?
idea.
Yeah. That was next level.
Global warming is an issue.
Yeah.
Everyone...
One day a year, we all roll our windows down in our cars and crank the AC.
And open your windows and doors at your house
Uh-huh.
and crank your AC. It'll cool down the earth.
That's right.
Second thing, you spoke about school and like manually manually thing. Did you ever do the thing where you put the potatoes and it can charge a battery, turn a light bulb on? We create more potato farms. All the potatoes. I know it would take a lot of potatoes, but you got to get down to the potatoes.
Okay.
Would that not work?
No.
I think it would work.
You're talking like little tiny amounts of power, but yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of potatoes.
And I don't think it wasn't just the potato didn't just generate power. I don't remember this exactly, but you have to like wrap it in foil and like soak it in something to get it.
Okay,
to
then
all
do
this.
that to all the potatoes, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about, but I do know that like so nuclear power plants are apparently way more efficient than coal power plants, and they don't pollute. But there's like a huge security risk, and that's why the U.S. doesn't like them. Because in the event of a war, if you bomb one of those facilities, I mean, like we've seen a couple. What was the massive one in Ukraine, Chernobyl? Mm-hmm. That was a bad example. Did you ever see the movie on that or like the show on HBO?
No.
10 out of 10. Highly recommend watching. It's fucking nuts. But anyway, we've seen there was one in Japan that a tsunami hit it. When something goes wrong, it goes very wrong, and then like the land around it's not usable for thousands of fucking years. So that's why I think the U.S. stays away from it. But nuclear power plants are way better than coal power plants as far as like pollution and longevity and shit.
You know, I don't want to feel like I'm dumb for asking questions. Okay.
I'm not saying
Joe
you're
just
dumb.
knows a lot.
No, I could be completely wrong with everything I
Hey,
just said.
the last episode, I was talking about the chicken and the hen thing, and Joe didn't know about.
Yeah, look, there's a lot of ways to make power. There's a lot of ways to skin a cat.
There you go, bro.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ways to skin. Hey, speaking of the eggs, I'm on day 3 or 4 eating eggs in the morning instead of a protein bar. Okay, getting a little more whole foods and a little chicken sausage. First of all, today I had 2 eggs, 3 egg whites. That's too many eggs. That was too much. I think I'm 2 eggs, maybe 1 egg white. 2 eggs, 3 egg whites, too many eggs. Can you eat that many eggs?
Bro, I was at like, I
about
was
5.
doing like
Huh?
I don't know.
6 egg whites.
3 egg whites are not eggs.
2 whole eggs, 6 egg whites. That's kind of my
That's
normal.
too many damn eggs. I
Oh,
get
hey,
tired of eating the same
someone
thing.
responded to our comment, by the way. You do not need a rooster. It doesn't help the hens at all. It's just if you want new chicks to be born, you need a rooster. But if you're going to buy the chicks at like a farm store,
I knew that.
you don't need the rooster.
I knew that.
I didn't know if it would like help them, feel
'Cause
better
you don't
or
know
something.
anything about nothing. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
What's the maybe you know this? What's the difference between white eggs and brown eggs?
No clue.
Yeah, I don't know.
In my head, in my
White
head.
rice and brown rice?
No,
Like,
that's
is
different.
the brown
I'm-
one healthier?
No, I know the answer to that one.
Yeah, but I'm saying with the eggs.
What's the difference between white rice and brown rice?
The grain. I don't know.
You're close.
No, I know it still has the cover, right?
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah.
Accurate.
And micronutrients and
I don't like
complex
brown
carbs.
rice. I hate brown rice.
Yeah,
I get white rice every
It's a bit
time.
nutty.
I don't like it.
No, white rice for sure.
Yeah.
But are the brown eggs like? I feel like I've gotten tricked into thinking the brown eggs are like the healthier version of the white eggs.
I don't think they are.
But what makes the egg brown egg versus a white egg?
I don't know.
I heard my dad say that too.
And then also is when you get the cage free, is that just more like I'm nicer to the chickens that were like laid this, or is it changed?
No, there's a YouTube video. You know how like now all of a sudden there's these crazy like documentary things on YouTube?
Bro,
I feel like I'm seeing more and more of
Hey,
them,
that-
like these like
that new
Yeah.
documentary came out today of the guy
Honey?
who wants to live forever, the guy
Oh.
that like is drinking his son's blood or
yeah.
something. Honey?
Brian something.
You didn't see the video about honey? The discount code?
No, I know
thing?
that. I know that.
Yeah, I'm saying there's more and more of these videos. But anyway, what I was getting at, there's a video that was showing similar to like that kind of like investigate journalism thing about how much of a scam the like cage-free farm. Apparently, it's like a really thin line, and they can get away with a lot. So like they can abuse the shit out of the chickens, and then at like one point they're not in a cage, and then they can put cage-free on the. He was basically saying it's like loopholes that these farmers can jump through to like really not do anything different,
Get
but then
more profit
claim that they're
margin.
like free range because one day a week they were free range or something.
Kind of like me or Christian back in the day, be like, it's technically not clickbait. I technically did this one thing in the video.
I don't know what the video was, but it was same with like the beef and stuff. It was saying that like the grass-fed beef versus like the non-grass-fed is like there's no different. Like the actual beef is the same. It's just that like one farmer did one little loophole to get away with it.
Saw this documentary on YouTube about in Las Vegas, like all of the tunnels underneath the city.
Yeah.
Where it's like all like
There's tunnels?
there's like society down there, bro. It's like completely dark. All the
called-
homeless, a lot of the homeless live in these tunnels right underneath the strip and stuff.
How do you get to the tunnels?
Like, just walk. Find the.
You got to find the tunnel.
find the tunnel.
Yeah,
Where is it? Is it a public tunnel?
There's tons of tunnels. Yeah,
just go find a
Who
gutter.
made them?
like the city.
For homeless people?
No,
What are they for?
it floods when it like floods, but people like live down there.
I think it's just a gutter system.
Yeah,
Like
Turns
a
out it's
sewage
just the
system.
sewers.
Yeah.
yeah.
Unlike
Whole
the Denver
civilization.
airport that does have tunnels under it, but we don't know why. You should look that shit up. There's a whole conspiracy. The Denver airport's like a nuclear bomb shelter for like billionaires and stuff.
In New York, wasn't like a bunch of they like raided like something, and there was a bunch of like people in the tunnels underneath New York.
Oh, the Jews.
Why are there tunnels under?
No, it's real. It's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the Jewish community in like New York was like using tunnels to get between like different places, and like no one knew the tunnels existed. They were like digging their own tunnel systems.
You know
and
who
shit.
else did that in Lake Tahoe? That hotel. What was that? The tour we went on the boat. Oh, Joe
I didn't go on the boat. Yeah.
Remember
I
we
missed
went on the boat and it was like
the
that
mafia.
guy would just go under tunnels to go
Yeah.
between states.
Yeah, there was a thing that in New
was
York,
that?
I remember that.
I don't know.
Oh, no, y'all told me.
The mafia guy.
Al Capone.
Al
Capone?
Capone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like if I was in jail, I could tunnel out of jail.
Okay. Prison Break?
Easy. It's about small scratches. It's about small chips. I'm not getting out in a month.
Where do you put an over the hole to make sure no one sees it? Like a hang in there cat poster? That's what I would use. No one looks behind that.
You do it in the corner, and then you just put like your pillow or something there.
You have to fit through the hole.
Man, I don't know. I got a new dog.
You did get a new dog.
I got a new dog.
It's a very cute dog.
She's cute as hell.
Yeah.
She's real cute, but she is a terror at the moment.
Yeah. Well, she wasn't a terror. Senna put her in her place real quick. She didn't do
did.
shit.
Yeah, no, she's currently. We've had her for 3 weeks now. So she's a little like 2.5 months old, almost 3 months old. Cute as can get. But just she's shit on the couch once, pissed on the couch twice. I feel like she regresses. She does so well. Like
She shit on the couch?
she shit on the couch.
That's wild.
Someone shit on the coats. You don't know that reference.
I hate to admit this, but you came to my house. You brought her to my house the other day, and she shit in my front yard. And then you, being a good guy, picked it up and put it in a bag.
Correct.
And I said,
And I threw it at your house.
no, I said, just put it on the driveway. I'll get it later.
You did not.
I backed over it with a car.
No.
I put it on the edge.
Nah, Amanda's car backed over it. So,
Oh.
I mean, it's fine. It came off pretty quick.
That's a
but like,
crappy situation.
That was a shitty situation, yeah.
I never thought that I would have 2 dogs, and it's kind of surreal having 2
It's
dogs.
kind of a lot, right?
At the moment, because like my whole life has to focus on this dog and its potty training. Like you just have to be like, she drank water. Okay, in 20 minutes she needs to go out. Okay, she ate food. Okay, she's gonna need to poop soon. So after an hour she hasn't pooped. It's like, okay, now every 30 minutes she has to poop because I know she's gonna have to poop. And until she gets her like bladder under control, which someone DM'd me and said that like female dogs
6 months?
are a little harder to
5
potty
months,
train.
6 months.
Dude got potty trained in like 2 months of me having him.
See, now it's
so
like a
4
while.
months. 4 months of
Senna-
old.
Senna was potty trained at like, I would say probably 4 months old, but there were still like little accidents until 1 year. And like, I'm telling you, the minute she turned 1 year old, it's like something clicked in her head and she never had another accident. Like that was the final, like, I'm good, I figured it out. I've heard that from a lot of people is like until like 1 year, like they just have, like it wasn't a lot, but there would be an occasional, like I'd find some pee and I'd be like, what the fuck is this?
All it takes for Nala to still make a mess on the carpet up the stairs, anything is just either a storm, and she's just like, or if her son, she eats something bad and like over the course of the night needs to go out, she like try to go downstairs to go out, but just like all over the staircase, recent like and storms.
she's
she'll
older
just
though,
pee.
right?
Yeah, but she's just like as she's
Older girl dogs do tend to have.
Would you say once per
incontinence.
month?
Like 1 to 2 times a month we're having like accidents. Anytime it's like storming, we have piss on the carpet.
Senna's only one time she peed my truck, but I have weather mats. But I took her through a car. I didn't even think about it. She was in the passenger seat, and I was like, "Oh, let's go through the car wash." And like as a dog, that's probably fucking terrifying. Like there's noises, there's lights flashing and shit everywhere.
Dude loves it.
Yeah, no, she peed herself. That was the only time she's ever done it. But
There's water outside. There's water inside.
Yeah, she was not happy about that. But that is something. Yeah, girl dogs I think are more likely to have incontinence than boy dogs,
Incontinence?
where they can't hold their bladder.
Was that
like
a
they just
word?
have
Incontinence?
I think it is.
I mean,
old people do it too.
I mean, on this earth we're incontinence, but I don't.
no, I think it's a thing.
Incontinence.
I think if you're
Incontinence.
incontinent, it means you can't hold your-
Incompetent?
No, incontinent.
Incontinence.
I hope I'm right about this. I don't look like a fucking idiot.
Incontinence is the involuntary loss of urine or stool.
Incontinence.
I know my rights, Max.
Where
There's
did
a C at the end.
Wow.
Incontinence.
Now you know what it is. You can use that in your next video.
Guys, I might be ordering a pair of those shoes.
They're wonderful.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. On Cloud 5.
I need the black ones.
On
do
Cloud
love
5s?
these. Yeah.
On Cloud 5s. I would
like that.
recommend a half size up, personally.
Did you throw your laces away? I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the
I didn't
speed
even want
laces.
them. Yeah, I just threw
Bro,
them away.
if you like carefully, casually do it, you can step into those shoes. You don't have to even bend down. I'm a believer.
I will say though, you put the like old man insoles in yours. I didn't. They're not very comfortable shoes.
No, I think they are comfortable. I just had to fix my walk.
I wouldn't. I did like 20 minutes on the treadmill in these. I wouldn't recommend running in these.
I had to get a whole size up. Let me tell you, dude, I've been dealing with
Well, because also they don't tighten that much, right? Like they're easy slip-ons. So like if you're running in them, they
The
kinda,
Cloud 5 like that.
Yeah.
Yes, Cloud 5s.
Yeah, I wouldn't go jogging in these.
What are you talking about?
Well, they're not very tight to
Yes, they
your foot.
are. Yes, they are.
And I would say they don't have a lot of support.
How come they don't have the white?
But I have wide feet, and I didn't. Apparently, there's a wide version of the shoe.
Of those?
That's what someone told me. Because I said it's kind of tight, and they're like, "Oh, there's a wide one."
I got a whole size up so I can put those insoles in there.
I think there's a wide one.
Oh man, they're 6. No,
Every time I actually get to check out, I just can't do it.
What?
I just can't. Every time I want to buy something, I get real close, and then
Go to Dick's; they have them in there.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's where I got mine.
$150. I don't know.
Well, because you're trying to be smarter with your.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but okay. Let me ask you this.
You know what? 2025. I want to do that.
Yeah.
I'm sick of fucking paying my credit card bill and being like, what happened? Once a month, I look at my credit card bill and I'm like, why? What did I possibly need that was...
Let's dive into this. No, because here's the way I would.
I
think.
bought one pair of shoes in 2024.
If your bills are higher, you're spending a bunch of money. Like you should be conscious as you're doing it. Like you're like, okay, I'm not buying a bunch of frivolous designer
That sounds
things.
so stupid because I also paid a shit ton for a wedding, bought a ridiculous.
Yeah,
ring.
but that's how you can like buy more expensive things because you like cut out
only
all the,
got
like,
one pair of shoes.
Well, no, you don't have to do that.
I have a spending problem. I'm broke.
Yeah, but Christian, are you buying Starbucks every day?
No,
Okay, so you're not doing that. I think
not eating out.
I think you could drop a pair of shoes, nice new pair of shoes.
Yeah, but the amount I would wear that pair, you wear that pair with like skinnier tapered pant. I don't have those coming out till like March, April. When they do come out, then I'll get them.
I did notice that because I have this one pair of sample joggers from Everforward that I made, and they're like a little baggier versions of my tapered ones. They have cargos.
Too much bag, that shoe's not.
Yeah,
gonna work.
I wore those, and I
These are
said
baggy.
it to Taylor.
No, those aren't baggy.
I don't like that they don't match color though. But I didn't think we were going to have a conversation about this today. These are like cream. Those are white.
Yeah, they're kind of dirty, so it kind of matches.
That too. Highly recommend these shoes though.
What's
You should
wrong?
get 'em.
What's wrong? Where do you think you're spending your money like incorrectly?
Oh, I've been spending 2024 is my best, most frugal
What'd you cut out?
everything. I didn't. I made
What'd you consciously cut out? Like what were you like?
like
here's something
I
that-
used to order stuff on Amazon like every week.
like what?
Just random shit.
Give me an
that-
example.
Like electronics or like Therabody massagers or like
Sounds
the
like things you
leg
need.
leg compression shit. But all this stuff I bought, and then 2024, literally probably like under 10 purchases, like on Amazon, like for anything that I'm
Do
personally.
you think
putting in.
you or Heidi spends more on like
She's spending
unnecessary stuff?
She's spending more right now for the first time ever
on what?
on just like clothes and Amazon packages and stupid things for the cat.
Electronics get me, dude. This is the first year I'm trying to be better about it, but like, I mean, you too.
I did
We used
buy
to,
the new
like,
iPhone.
Anytime a new laptop came out, I ordered it. Anytime a new lens came out, I didn't even need the lens. It was like a 70 to 200. I'm not even making fucking videos. I'd be like, oh, gotta get that. Gotta get the new drone. Gotta get the new action camera. I'm trying to tone that back a little bit. But on the flip side, I keep buying shit for my house.
That's fine.
Stuff that's not important to the house. Like I just bought the pool table. Now I bought the projector. Like it's stuff I need, but I'm also like, why am I buying? You know, like this is getting extremely expensive.
Yeah, but I think, like, I actually, if you looked at all my Amazon and everything, I actually would consider myself someone who doesn't buy a bunch of like random stuff. I buy things that I specifically want or have been thinking about getting, or like, hey, like building up to this thing, and they're generally like larger purchases. Like, I want to buy a set of golf clubs, right? I'm not like getting all these like random little.
Can we go play golf?
I was gonna go today, but the range is closed. I was gonna go today because it's my off day from the gym, and I was gonna go to the range and just hit balls. I was literally planning on it. Looked it up. It's closed.
I don't have the clubs in mind.
It's closed on New Year's.
We should go tomorrow or
Okay.
Friday.
Yeah. You looking
What?
at buying the shoes again?
I'm buying them.
He
Look at
bought
you.
the
Apple
shoes.
Pay, Apple Pay. Let's fucking do
See,
it.
that shit annoys me too. Like Apple Pay makes it too easy to spend money.
It just didn't work. So that's a
a
sign.
sign?
I'm
That's
not
a
going to
sign?
do it. I just double clicked and shut down.
Yeah,
Never
I
mind.
do not like how easy it is to spend money on an iPhone.
Yeah,
now.
Apple Pays. Crazy.
It is like it's nuts that I go on like my projector.
just like that. I'm not going to buy.
I was on their website. I was doing it. I got to checkout. I double clicked. I got a projector.
Well, Christian,
Not going to buy them.
what do you have a? Are you
I'm going to
sa-
buy them when I come out with athletic joggers, and I'll use them for the shoots.
Are you saving up for
With
something?
like taper
Just
joggers.
get the shoes.
Nah,
What are you actively doing to like budget?
just not buying things.
So you're just being like,
Bro,
hey,
I haven't. I'm telling you, 24. I bought like nothing. I promise you. 2023, different story. but I want to do like 2 more years of like being super.
What's your goal? Are you trying to get more self-control, or are you like trying to?
Yeah, I want to go from spending frenzy man to like, just like to show I can get a better grasp of it because I've never had a grasp of it. I just like uncontrollably do whatever I wanted.
Do you think your relationship with money has like changed?
Yeah.
So you used to think it was like more of like abundance of like?
Yeah, it took the first 1 year of Alfleet having a not uptick to where that just like changed my whole kind of like.
Are you like
it woke the feeling of like, what if it all goes away is like alive every day more than like when things are just booming.
Can I be brutally honest here for a second?
Yes, Joe, you can.
I think the pair of shoes, you can buy the pair of shoes. I think repainting a room in Alphaland 7 times because you didn't like the color the first time, that maybe you stop doing.
Yeah,
You can get
that's
the
long
shoes.
gone.
Like that's something that you could cut out. The shoes I think you can get.
Yeah, you've redesigned your office like 7 times.
Yeah, that's all done. And I think I'm also recouping from all that.
But I think you stop doing that kind of stuff. You can buy the $150 shoes.
Yeah, but I need a little bit of a transition time to where I feel like I'm recouping for all the years I did all that.
Maybe we get you a Christmas present. Now we know we can get them for Christmas next year.
Piggy bank?
Shoes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your relationship with like budgeting and stuff?
I've been better. Like I said, I think in
A half $500,000 orange McLaren sitting
but it's not
Yeah.
moving. Yeah, but it's not going anywhere in value. I've stopped buying so much dumb shit. For a long time, I was like, oh, there's a new screen out for my computer. Got to buy it. It's just tech stuff, dude. I'm like a little tech nerd. I was
Wait,
like,
you're a nerd?
yeah.
No way.
But like I said, I would buy a lens. I bought like a 100mm macro lens because Sony came out with a new lens.
And
I'm
then
not fucking
Joe
using that.
Christian, you should buy this lens.
Yeah,
I'll go buy it too.
Like in reality, I'm like, I'm not. Where am I using the? Same with the new drones. Like, oh, I'm got to get the new drone. I got the new drone every time one came out. I'm making like 1 video a fucking month. I don't need.
I feel like I've gotten a little better on that.
Oh yeah, dude. Sony came out with. I know these things.
The new
Sony
lens.
came out with that new like 28 to 70 f2,
F2.
and that's something that you
I
traditionally
almost
would
bought
have
it
had
yesterday because I was like, oh, that's the lens.
See,
I
but
want.
like you're not going to use it. You're going to use it for one thumbnail and be like, this is dumb.
MacBook came out with like the nano screen.
So you just wait. New one's coming next
Actually,
year.
which my brother posted on his story. He goes like, need it for the business. Like he's like finally replacing my old MacBook. He put his like the build order, and I immediately texted him. I'm like, Chase,
how much was it?
I don't know, but he's got the new MacBook. I don't know, but I was like,
David
Chase,
has a nano
I go,
texture.
Chase, did you get the nano the matte screen? He's like, nah, I saw it, didn't get it. I go, Chase, you're an idiot. Cancel it. Get the screen. If any of y'all are like about to get them, the screen is nice.
Yeah, but the contrast ratio's less. It's funny that
Is that like the texture on the?
it's like
expensive-
you got on the
it's like
expensive
no,
one. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like no reflection. So like you could be like a window behind you, and it's not like there's no.
So the
reflection.
MacBook Pro used to be like that, and then they went gloss in like early, I don't know, 2012 or whatever. The new model. Now we're going back. It's funny, like when you can't get something, you want the other one. Like if it was always nano texture and they came out with the gloss one, you'd be like, oh, dude, get the gloss is better. That's just human nature, though.
matte is always the move. Like I can't. There's not really many situations.
Remember, Xbox did this. I don't know if you were an Xbox kid, but like Xbox when they first came out, they were black. Then they came out with the Elite that was white, and you really wanted the white one. Then the next generation they were white, and the Elite was black, and it's like whatever's not the norm is the one you always want. And they just flip back and forth, and you're like, oh, I want that one, I want this one, I want that one. The car thing.
Here he goes defending himself.
No, I know, because this is something where I'm like,
Hey, by the way, just yesterday I saw a yellow TRX. I was like, man, it seems like it was just a month ago. Joe had that truck.
I missed that truck. I love that.
Joe's
truck.
had 5 cars since that truck.
The McLaren, so like here's the way I would look at it, right? The blue Porsche that I had. That car was $218, I think, or whatever. 2 years later, it sold for $220 something.
Here we go.
Here
I'm
we
saying,
go. Yeah.
in the grand scheme of things, like, is it a disgusting amount of money to put into a car? Yes. But it cost me less money to own that blue car than it cost somebody to own a fucking Toyota Prius.
You know
like,
what I
they're going
want,
to lose
Joe?
20 grand on that Prius. I'm not.
This is how Joe would convince me to like upgrade
well,
cars.
dude, it's real. Same with
Back
the,
in 2016.
Same with.
and I just fed into it.
Okay, just look at it this way,
I was
right?
like, you're right, Joe.
if you bought
be
a
dumb not to buy
G-Wagon,
it.
You're
if
right.
you bought a G-Wagon for 220 grand right now, and next year you sell it for 200,000, you lost 20 grand. If you go buy a
No, you
C-Class
spent
Mercedes,
$20,000 to drive around.
okay, if you buy a C-Class Mercedes for 65, you're still losing the 20 grand. It's going to be worth 40 in a year. I'm like,
So
it
you
still
might
You
costs
just
as
you
have to
the
have
same.
200,000 instead of 65,000.
I'm just saying, I think the argument, a lot of times people are like, oh, it's disgusting to spend that much on a car. And it's like, yeah, you're right. But also, I'm overall spending less money than someone buying a Tahoe.
It's kind of like when I buy my Jeep. I'm not going to lose much money on my Jeep.
No,
you
you're
know?
going to lose a lot of money on that Jeep.
Here's, you know,
I just think that's the argument on my side is like, it's physically less money for me to own that McLaren than it is for someone to own a Tahoe for 3 years. I'll lose less money on the McLaren in 3 years than a Tahoe will lose.
Someone
in 3
is
years.
about to buy a new Tahoe and going, "Oh, I got to get a McLaren, bro."
I mean,
It's a
I'm
better,
telling you, it's a thing.
It's a better financial. You know what you need to do?
Yeah.
It would shut us up. It would shut everyone up. Pull a Christian, get a little dry erase board. Okay, that's
Yeah.
a copyright move
Yeah.
from Christian. Did you know I used to get yelled at when I would use a dry erase board in my videos for any purpose and say that I'm trying to be you, and I go, I can't use a dry erase board.
That's Christian's thing.
Like, bro, I was like,
Dry
bro,
erase guy.
you just need to write out every car you had, and I want to see.
No,
I wanna see,
I'm
I wanna see
net negative for sure.
The plus or negative of
I'm-
what you
I'm
made.
negative on all
I
of
want
them.
to see how it's like Raptor.
Yeah.
Raptor.
Yeah.
TRX,
Yeah.
Raptor.
I'm net negative overall, 100%. I'm just defending the like high ticket cars. I haven't lost anything.
And yet, what car did Joe drive today?
The
not,
Raptor.
Not the McLaren.
No, I love the Raptor.
What car did Joe drive to the podcast the other day? Not the McLaren.
The Raptor.
I haven't seen the McLaren in a while.
It's at his dad's house.
Yeah.
He doesn't even. It's not even at his house.
Yeah. Well, because I showed you all the beams, the very nice beams in my house that everyone likes a lot.
He did get nice beams.
Yeah. So
Joe's
the guys,
house is
Not a-
great.
not a
We went to go
BMW.
see it.
the guys were cutting all the plywood in my garage. I don't want the car there while there's sawdust
That's the
and
reason?
wood and shit. Yeah. Yeah. It'll be back. I'll probably go get it tomorrow. I'll take y'all for a ride. It'll be fun. You in it?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Christian, if you could, budgets aside, if you could have a fleet of any set of cars, and you get kind of like a car per kind of category, so like one sports car, what would your like fleet
It'd
be?
be the biggest, most comfortable Range Rover for
Okay.
daily comfort.
Nice.
Smooth.
So that's your daily driver SUV.
That'd be the daily driver. The fast car, I would say, would go with the. Ooh, I haven't even thought about fast cars in a while. I mean, I really like the 458, so maybe I'd try it like an F8. That'd be
You'd like
dope.
it, yeah.
Try
I
it
don't
an
know what that
F8.
is.
Ferrari.
And then I would
that.
take a.
Okay, so you got your fast car.
How many cars are we allowed to have?
I take like a Chevelle or something.
There
like
you
one
go.
old school car.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know? And then,
Yeah.
that's it.
That's like my dream
So
car.
you don't want like a truck. You don't want like a family car.
I think the range would
fleet.
encompass enough of that.
Okay.
But the Raptor R would be nice.
Yeah.
You can get it. This is a dream world.
Yeah.
No budget.
Raptor R.
Okay, so you got a truck. Okay.
That's everything.
That's your fleet. That's your dream fleet if you have those. What's your fleet, Joe?
How many am I allowed to have?
You just one of each category.
Not a Jaguar.
Not Jag. I definitely have the Raptor R. I think the Raptor R is the best daily driver you can own.
Over the TRX? Yep.
Yeah. No, I take the Raptor R over TRX for sure. I go Raptor R. I go like Escalade V or G63. One of the two.
What's
As
the
like
G63?
The G-Wagon.
Okay.
As like a family
Bro,
car for the wife. You know.
How are you? No, the Escalade and the G-Wagon are not the same category.
They would. Yeah, for sure.
No,
Yeah.
Escalade is I'm bringing 7 of my people with me.
No.
G-Wagon's like
Okay,
I
I think Kid Hauler. I do the Escalade, new Escalade V. They're dope. Supercar. I think you can't beat the 765 LT. I think currently the McLaren it is insane.
your car.
Yeah, hypercar Pagani. Just because I've always wanted one. You wouldn't even know it. It's too expensive for you to even understand what that is. And then I think give me like a 71 Chevelle 454. Yeah, I think I want a Chevelle.
Why wouldn't you go if older cars are cooler?
350Z. Nissan 350Z.
I've always wanted a
Added to
Chevelle,
the
dude.
fleet.
Like literally, like I have a little gray Chevelle
Why
with the black
71?
stripes.
Why not 70? 69.
That's just the one. I forget what year they changed the headlights, but you want the two headlights, not the single block headlight. I don't know when that was, but
I have 2 headlights in my Jeep.
yeah, I know. Or like an old Charger. Those are dope too.
Okay. Is there a fleet?
This morning I rode my Super 73 electric bike to Whole Foods. It's freezing. It's so cold.
But you save money.
It was way colder than I thought. And so I always get the little grocery bags, put them on the handles, ride back.
Like the Home Alone kid.
someone's
just fucking walking.
like driving down the street. It's like, is that Christian Guzman?
Guzman? Yeah, it is.
Was it? Were you going somewhere with that?
No, I would add that to my fleet.
You need a bike.
Electric
What's-
bike.
You know what, Max? You can't say Jeep. What's supercar? Now that you could technically afford one.
Wait, do you want to hear my fleet?
Yeah,
Okay. I already know they
there are
are.
gonna be Jeeps.
Well, not all. No, this is crazy. Normally, I actually would get cars that aren't Jeeps. This is my dream world,
Yep.
okay? Dream world. A fast daily driver Jeep. Whatever that could be. It could be the electric one. It could be like a Trackhawk. Just a fast Jeep is like my daily driver. I think that's what I'd like. Joe's
Okay.
already pissed off.
Yeah.
Then I want my big Jeep. That's just like my toy, my big Jeep, which I have this, just like Joe thinks he has like the coolest McLaren, the coolest supercar, I actually have the coolest Jeep in the world.
Okay.
I couldn't even explain to you why this Jeep is so good because you don't even understand the parts that are on it and you wouldn't appreciate it.
I get why your Jeep's sick.
big.
I've heard enough
tires.
people tell me how cool your Jeep is. I know it's cool.
Do you even know what a Dynatrac 80 is, bro? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, got my fast Jeep. Then I got my big Jeep.
Yeah.
Then I want my...
Doesn't it like lift off the front tires, the big one?
I mean, the engine, it's got a 6.4 liter, 500 horsepower engine in there.
Yeah,
I remember the
Yeah.
tires lifting.
Yeah, no, it's well. The back tires will break. They'll chirp on there, and then the front like lifts up a little bit. Okay, fast Jeep, big Jeep. Then I'd want a Raptor R.
That's the same thing as a Jeep.
No, it's not.
You said one for each category.
That's
I think
truck.
the Raptor R. And
no.
Okay.
This is my world. This is my dream world.
Okay, all right, fine.
This is my fantasy.
Yeah.
Okay, my big truck's like a truck. Okay,
Why wouldn't you just daily the Raptor R? Why do you need a Jeep daily and the Raptor R?
Because I want the truck for truck things, and this is my fantasy
Okay,
world.
all right.
Bro.
I'm sorry. I'll stop. Go.
Get out of my fantasy, Joe.
All right, yeah.
I never want you in my fantasy, bro. Got my big truck, Raptor. I truly think that the Raptor R is the coolest truck. I think it's the coolest truck. And I can't wait to get one in the future, and it's going to be a newer version of what you got. It's going to be way cooler. Raptor R. Then I want the big, like, hey, everyone get in the car. I want the extended version Escalade, whatever the nice ones are at the time. But I think the Escalades are sick. I like the Grand Wagoneers. The Escalade's it's real nice. And that's all.
What if you had to have a sports car? This is what I'm curious about. If you had to buy an exotic sports car, what are you buying?
If Taylor's buying dream cars, I think she really likes the G-Wagons.
No, I know. You have to have a sports car. Pick one.
I have to?
Yeah, if you had to. Right now, it's for free.
Two-seater.
A two-seater.
Yeah.
A date night car, if you will.
Just a fun, like the McLaren. Like, what would you buy if you had a sports car?
I don't even know all the different ones, bro.
I know, just off the top of your head, what are you buying?
Ferrari, Lamborghini.
You don't have to pick a model, just pick a brand.
Not a McLaren. I don't think so.
Why not a McLaren?
Because you talk too much shit about them. You
They
say
do
that
break
they're
down a lot.
built like crap.
It's the best car I've ever owned, but it is in the shop.
You know what I would go with? I have a reason. I would go with a Ferrari
There you go.
over a Lamborghini because I feel like I see way more Lamborghinis than Ferrari, and I kind of think Ferrari is a more classier version of the Lamborghini.
You're not wrong. I'm going to piss off a lot of people with this, but traditionally, you buy a Ferrari because you made it. You buy the Lamborghini because you're trying to look like you made it.
Ooh.
Typically, the Ferrari owners are like the businessmen that can get away with it. The Lamborghini owners are like the 22% ARP fucking fighting for their lives to pay their payment every month.
Hey, what do you
Not
think?
always, but
What do you think of like those like Rolls Royce, like the Cullinans and like those giant?
that's money.
Yeah, but
Bro,
like
a Cullinan's $500,000. I'm like $350 grand.
No, I know.
If you casually have a Cullinan for your wife to go get groceries and shit, like you got some money.
Yeah, but like I don't get it. It's not an SUV. It's not a car. It's
No,
just,
that's the Cullinan's SUV.
An image in my head of me like sitting on top of my Ferrari with my hands like this, just like for thumbnails.
Yeah, I thought
Crazy.
when I lived in
Crazy
Houston,
times.
I had the thought all the time because you would see, like, not even exaggerating, on like Post Oak, I'd see like 3 Cullinans a day, and in my head I'm like, what do all of you people do that you're just fucking daily driving
are
a
they
$500,000
fast?
SUV?
Or are they just nice
They're just
inside?
very
Like,
comfortable. I mean, that's
Are
Rolls
they though?
Royce. Yeah,
Are they?
yeah. I wouldn't say anymore. I think like an S-Class Mercedes or a Range Rover is probably about the same comfort level. It's just a next level.
You know what I would like to? I would like to get in one of those new. I don't have any desire to buy one, but I haven't been in any of the new Range Rovers, and
They're
I bet
very nice.
I bet they're
I
nice.
bet
They're like private jets now.
Do you think?
In 2016, they were nice.
Do you think the top level Range Rover
Yeah.
is nicer than inside, like luxury? Like
Yeah.
I'm loving the way I'm driving and everything. Is better than the top level G-Wagon.
Yeah, they're two different cars. The G-Wagon's not
Obviously.
a luxury vehicle. The G-Wagon's an off-road vehicle that has just kind of been...
You think the Range Rover is more luxury than the
Yeah,
more
G-Wagon?
100%.
smooth, more
Yeah.
smooth and like.
But I'm
soft.
talking
The
like
G-Wagon
just-
has the name and it has like the iconic history, but the Range Rover is a much nicer day-to-day car than a G-Wagon. You're going to be a lot more comfortable. The G's like a rough ride. I mean, it's like an off-road vehicle, right? It's not like
Really? I would've
The
thought-
Range is on air ride. Feels like you're driving on a cloud. I mean, it's...
And you think like the
It's like
this,
you're floating on the range.
And you
Yeah,
think
the
like
G has sporty seats. The Range Rover's got the big like reclining seats with massage features. I mean, the Range Rover is supposed to be like the top tier luxury.
but the Range Rover loses its value. G-Wagon holds its value.
yeah.
Why is that?
Because it didn't change. The G-Wagon has looked like a G-Wagon for the last 50 fucking years. The Range Rover, every time they come out with a new one, it looks nothing like the old. It's the same reason that Wranglers hold their value so well. It's like they don't change.
Do you think that anyone is actively trying to buy one of the older generation G-Wagons before they did the huge remodel? Because the new insides of the G-Wagons are like on a different galaxy of
the old one sucked.
Heidi wants a new one.
No.
She has they've come down. They've come down in value.
She has like the newer one. I know there's
a
newer versions. But
Yeah,
like,
remember her before she got the new one
That was a rough ride.
with the cup,
the mesh
net?
cup holder.
Yeah,
but I'm just
Those
saying like,
ones are
like
a rough ride.
the level of like luxury they swap to. Like I can't imagine like can they even sell the old ones anymore? Like
much cheaper.
if you've been in one of the new ones and the old ones, I mean it's
much cheaper.
It's on another.
The new one has a full electric version now.
What?
Yeah, they're already under sticker. I've already seen them like 15 grand off of MSRP because no one's buying them.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I ordered a Brabus G-Wagon.
No, you didn't.
I know. Gotcha.
You didn't get me.
Woo! Man, you know, I just want to say that this was yet again another pod where I brought all the topics.
I did.
I brought 2 topics.
No, I did the drone thing and I did the New Year's resolution thing. I'm talking just as much as you are here, dude.
I got another one here. Okay, final one. How do you rebuild that dog mentality in business after you lose it?
Did you Google topics again?
No, bro.
What is that
Oh,
dog mentality?
The dog mentality. Like you ever get down on yourself and like sometimes you feel like I feel like that was a good kind of way to like 2024 wasn't the best year business revenue wise and all that for us, but and so that can make you feel like you lose a dog in you, know? Like sometimes you just kind of lose that.
I appreciate the question. I don't like the way it's phrased.
Sometimes you just got to bark.
It's phrased, some dude with fucking broccoli hair and a dangly cross earring asked that fucking question for sure.
My answer is to rebuild the dog, you got to remember it's the down times that make the dog, you know?
It's always darkest before the dawn.
Yeah, you got to fucking claw out of it. I
think a lot of times it's like you just have to reevaluate what you're doing. It's kind of like I sit here and actually I'm gonna talk about what Max did in 2024 because moving in 2025 I'm changing myself. But I used to bitch and moan to myself, y'all, David, Taylor, about like when I would put a whole bunch of effort into a YouTube video, right? Like thought out, like B-roll. I'm spending hours filming this thing. I'm editing the whole thing, and then like the title and thumbnail don't hit, and it's a terrible, and it gets no views, right? I would just be like beat myself down, and it's like, but I'm not doing anything different. I'm just getting mad that the same thing I'm doing all the time is not producing better results. But I'm just like the old man yelling at the clouds. So I think what you actually need to do, not what I've done, is analyze your business and be like, what am I like? I need to change stuff. I can't just, work harder. I can't just like, next video is going to have even cooler shots. I'm going to put the camera up. It's not about that. It's like changing the course. It's like you're zigging. You need to zag, my friend.
What's the definition of insanity?
Repeating the same thing over and expecting different results. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how much creatine should I take? That'll be my next video.
Creatine?
How much creatine should I take?
Joe, what do you think that answer is? Joe, what does creatine do?
Makes your muscles absorb more water.
Okay.
I think.
It's increasing what?
Recovery?
ATP, which is what?
I don't know, dude.
What is it, Christian?
Atrophy.
ATP.
Atrophy something.
ATP, what does it stand for?
Not a big stand for guy.
Christian's not an acronym guy.
Like,
he doesn't stand for anything.
Christian says blankets at dinner the other night. Christian just blanketly said, he's like, I don't like the era of like 1900 to 1940. Just don't like that era. The whole time period. Just
don't like
we're talking about movies and you're like, yeah, I just don't like that era.
I'm acting
stupid.
smart just because I remember what it is. Adenosine triphosphate.
I'm going to say, is it like protein where it's like a certain amount per pound or something?
The answer is 5 grams a day, no matter what.
All right. I was way off.
Yeah, 5 grams a day.
I was going to say 1 gram per pound.
No,
225 pounds. Let's go.
Adenosine, it basically it pulls more water into your muscle cells, right? And it increases your ATP. But like creatine, what it does, it's going to give you that extra power for like the initial first set, like a couple reps.
Yeah.
So it's going to give you that strength. Creatine is the most scientifically backed supplement to work, right? Some people it is like the cheapest supplement you should be taking every single day.
I've never taken it.
You don't need to load. I used to do the loading where you take like 20 milligrams and fade.
Are y'all amino people?
I'm not done talking.
Yeah, you're done. We know.
Take creatine every day.
EAA guy.
I remember like people like they like start working out and like halfway through they start just chugging that big gallon of like pink shit, and then like they're like it helps with recovery and stuff, and I've never done that.
EEA. EEA. It's in the game.
EAA.
Oh.
Is that a real thing though? Because I remember.
Yeah, my coach has me doing it now.
You never did it before?
I never did it before.
Yeah, I always see
Now
dudes
I'm
working
doing-
out at the gym, and I used to think it was pre-workout. I'm like, why would you want that big of a pre-workout thing? But
I
it's
do
not.
my
It's like
pre
intro
and my
workout.
EAAs same time. Finish it before I start.
Listen, like amino acids is what
Yeah.
he's doing, right?
Yeah.
Like, so there's like BCAAs and the EAAs. So amino acids are like, you get like branched chain amino acids from like meats, and you get them naturally, right? The amino acids are like, it's not helping, but it's like, I would put amino acids as like the lowest of the low. But if you're like, you have the extra income, or you want every possible benefit that you can get, even if it's the most microscopic, that's where I think BCAAs kind of come in. Like, you get it naturally is really not going to do anything. Like, I would take creatine light years before I'd recommend BCAAs.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would
I'm
say
learning.
if you're like dieting down and stuff, the EAAs aren't a bad idea.
I'm learning things here. One more question for you gurus. Protein.
Meatheads is what you're.
I've heard.
Okay.
I don't know who it's from. I don't know the numbers here. I'm just making shit up. But I've heard that like the human body can only absorb like X amount.
Oh, here we go.
But then
Like
I
20
also
grams
see,
per-
something
per
like
serving?
that. But then I see people that are like, oh, you got to take 4 scoops in morning, at night, or like the core power, it's like 42 grams. But I'm pretty sure that's higher than the amount that we're even like able to absorb.
You want to take this one, Christian?
Yeah, the most recent studies show that we don't know. Like, there's been no study that says your body can absorb X amount per meal or per
So all those
sitting.
guys, but you've heard that, right?
Back in the day, it used
Like
to be
someone
like
said
20
that.
grams
Yeah.
per.
but
like,
it could be 20, could be 40, could be 80, could be 100.
So the people that were saying that like 10 years ago,
They
just
were wrong.
well,
just saying it.
that's
Okay.
why hardcore bodybuilders way back in the day would be like, every 30 minutes I'm consuming a certain
I'm
amount
not
of
gonna
protein, and they would wake up. And Jay Cutler, I think, used to make videos where he said he would wake up at multiple times in the night to drink protein shakes to continue like.
Bro, right now I'm doing post-workout right after the work, like right after.
you have
I
to.
have to get my protein and carbon. Mm-hmm. So
That's
it's
the
like,
good old days, bro. Like, I
yeah,
need a
I'm like
banana and
I'm
a
back
protein.
to that right now.
So they've basically found out that it's more of like, this is the way I would look at it, is like, I wouldn't be like, oh, I need 150 grams of protein in the day. Let me just knock it out in one serving.
That's my question,
You're
I
gonna get a
guess,
kick out
yeah.
of this. I'm also supposed to be doing, with that post-workout shake, sitting in my office, 5 minutes of deep breathing with my eyes closed. Yeah,
I like this new coach is making you do things.
I
that-
just haven't done it yet,
You
and I
have those
also haven't gone
yellow
out in
glasses
the
on.
haven't gone out in the sunlight in the morning and just like barefoot on the grass and like
Grounding.
I haven't
Chase
done that
says
either.
Chase says there's like a lot of things, because like the magnets where electricity comes from the earth, like
Yeah.
you're grounding yourself in like ions and some.
I know I need to do that shit. And then yesterday, he also tells you no caffeine that first 90 minutes of waking up.
I've heard
but
of
I
that.
saw a story, or I saw a study yesterday that said it was debunked.
Yeah.
So I'm going to send it and be like, so can
Christian
I have
also
my
has to
coffee?
just smack his balls every like 30 minutes.
you know, like when people like, they're like, oh, there's a healthier way of doing something, and then you see what it is. You're like, I saw apparently people are drinking coffee in their ass.
I was gonna say through their butthole.
No, seriously, no, it's a real. I thought it was a joke.
Yeah, it's called a
and
butt chug, dude.
It's not. It's not called. I think it's a coffee enema. I'm not fucking with y'all. Like, look, it's a real thing. There's like these like fitness girls on Instagram now. They're like, this is the best way to start the day. Like, you
do they
absorb
show
better
them
and
doing
stuff.
it?
They show
Here's
like
my legs behind my
yeah,
head.
they go like legs on a wall, and they like they don't show it going in, but yeah, they show it. The bag drains.
You're getting clickbaited. No one is.
It'll be
putting
like
coffee
7K for
in
a
their
collab post.
butthole.
I'm like, all right, I gotta cancel my Amazon order for that.
Joe's-
7 feet of tubing. I
Joe's
got.
like, and what I'm pissed about is I tried it, but I thought I was just shoving beans up there. Turns out you got to put the liquid.
No, I'm not messing with y'all. Like, it's a real thing. But
believe
that's
it.
one of those things where I'm like, I don't care if it came out to be like a million times healthier. Like, I'm
Well,
good.
back in college, they used to do literal butt chugs where you would take shots
Yeah, I
through
remember
your
that.
butt, and the
And I didn't
idea is
do
it
it,
would
but-
absorb faster, and it wouldn't be calories because it's not going through your intestine or something to like digest it, so you get drunk but no calories.
Well, I think
I
you
would
could
not
also
recommend
you could breathe it in too.
Joe, why don't you try it and let us know if it works?
I'm good, but you can breathe in. They like a nebulizer, like the thing you got when you were sick with like bronchitis and shit. They put the medicine.
I've
in and
never
you breathe it
gotten
in.
sick my entire life.
Okay, well they have things where they can like turn liquid into air, and people were putting like
No,
vodka and
you
shit
can't
in
do
it, and
that.
you would breathe in the alcohol, and apparently it was healthier for you. And moral of the story: I don't think anyone that says this is the best way to do something, I don't think they
The
know what
problem,
they're talking about.
the great thing about social media is that it's changed everyone's lives. There's so much more information out there. The problem is there's so much information that you don't know what to believe, and and everyone has like this new hack that has like changed their life.
Except for Fox News, they don't lie at all.
Same with Joe, he doesn't lie at all.
Yeah, you can trust everything that comes out of there.
I think what you do is you take bits and pieces of information and you just absorb it, and you find out what like try things and see what they're gonna like work in your life and your routine, and don't try to like overcomplicate a lot of shit. It's kind of like,
Bro, you'd be so overwhelmed with my new plan.
I bet.
It's so overwhelming.
I bet.
Like, I haven't even started the supplementation. I'm starting next week on that.
Yeah, it's
because I had to just like, I'm like just going at my own pace. It's
Bro, you're gonna
a lot.
turn into that guy that like has his son's blood and shit. I feel like Christian's gonna start getting like vampire transfusions and shit. Health.
Have had a lot of blood work this year.
That's good. I mean, as long as are you enjoying?
Have you ever donated blood?
I'm enjoying the
Yes.
challenge.
Like at the clinic? Do
you
like
know-
where they take bags and
I've
bags?
never donated blood.
Oh, I hated it. I hated it. When I was on TRT, I had to.
Do y'all hate helping people?
No, it's not that. I don't. I'm okay giving like a vial of blood for testing, but when they just hook you up to the bag, I did it twice when
I
I
used to
was
do it
on
in
TRT.
school so I could get out of class.
Dude, I didn't. Your arm kind of starts getting numb and I hated it.
I would do it now.
I didn't like
What's
it at
your
all.
blood type?
Don't know. That's not for me to know. That's for the ambulance people to know. when
I'm
in the
O
ambulance.
negative. Do you know what O negative? What's special about O negative?
You can give to anyone.
I can give my blood to anyone.
I think I'm the
I
one
can
that
save
can't.
y'all's lives, but unless I can only get O negative. But y'all can get my blood, so you're welcome. Hey, if one of us needed a kidney, and one of us was an acceptable donor. Now
do
there's big risks for giving your kidney.
Is there?
Yes.
What kind of percentage are we talking about here?
I don't know. I'll look it up. But would you, let's see, risk of donating kidney. Let's see. Donating a kidney is a significant medical decision with potential risks. What is the... I don't know, dude. It's not good. But
I would say, I mean, what percentage are you like?
let's say it's 40%.
Oh, no way. I think it's like 15.
Okay, 15%.
I'm thinking like that's a little high. Yeah, you got money now. You can pay me for it.
I would give you guys my kidney. If I was a match
For
for
free?
you,
No, you wouldn't.
I'm not going to charge you for it.
Max, let's just say tomorrow you find out Taylor's pregnant. Now you have a kid on the way and everything else. You're going to, a 15% chance you're going to die to give me your kidney and leave your kid and your wife behind because you gave me a kidney?
Wait, so now I become an asshole because I'm trying to be a nice guy?
You're not an asshole. I just think like you have the financial means. You could definitely find somebody to give us a kidney, and that I would appreciate. I don't think you personally should give your kidney up.
Like, make a YouTube video paying $100K.
Yeah, like I think you could get me a kidney, and that I think would be enough. I don't expect you to give me a 15% chance of you dying. That's stupid. I would tell you not to do that.
So if anything, you'd be selfish for asking me for kidney.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Man, science.
Hey, I got
beat-
one more
Okay.
quick thing. Have y'all noticed? I don't like flying. I'm terrified of flying. In the last like 2 fucking weeks, there's been like 6 incidents with planes, and now I'm fucking terrified.
We got a flight coming up.
I know. I have
February.
one before that. I have one in 2 weeks. But like, dude, there was 2 planes crashed in like a 1 week period of time.
Saw the two
Oh,
American
yeah.
Airlines.
The
like,
the
almost
one no, it
collided.
was a private jet. It was a private jet carrying a men's basketball team, and they
almost
almost
clipped it?
Yeah, Canada a flight or I think it was a Norway flight landed with no wheels and did the same thing the other one did.
None of these are American flights, right?
That one was it landed. I think 2 of them landed in America.
But none
No
of them
one's
are like
crashed. No one's died in
United
America.
American,
No.
like, okay.
Well, no. I don't know. There's been like 2 flights that had issues. A British Airways flight the other
But
day
they're all
like landed
Boeing,
and had to
right?
take back off because the wind was so strong. There's been a lot of aviation shit in the last like
Okay,
2 weeks.
Where are you getting at?
Oh no, I'm just saying I'm terrified. I was just saying I don't know. I'm like the conspiracy guy that like all the comments are like, oh, the magnetic fields are shifting and that's why there's so many issues. And I'm like, oh my God, is it? Is that the problem?
Too much electricity from those
I've
magnets.
noticed that my phone GPS is off sometimes now, and it didn't used to do that. I've noticed that like I'll be driving and my like Apple Maps like have me like 1 street over from where I actually am.
Wait,
Now
hold
I'm
on.
starting to drink the Kool-Aid a little bit. Like, are the magnetic fields shifting a little bit?
Yeah, my GPS, it points to an idiot right here. Yeah, mine's working right there. My compass is
All right.
at north, south, west.
That was a solid Gator joke, and you messed it up. You did. You messed it up. Politically correct Max fucked the joke up. Congratulations. Ended on that one, dude.
All right,
Yeah, there it is.
episode 102 in the books. Man, this one. How was this one, Joe?
I think this is
I
way
think this
better.
is
I have a
way
lot more
better.
energy. He seems like he's awake. Everyone's awake.
Yeah.
Why was this
poor
one
energy on the other one? Because
better?
it's 2025, dude. We're all ready. We're hyped. We got the dog in us,
You leave tomorrow.
10 hours.
dude.
In a
rest
Tahoe.
peace.
Are we?
That's not new.
Wait, where's this Tahoe coming from?
Wait, why'd they get a Tahoe, bro? They should get a McLaren.
who got a Tahoe?
My mom has a Tahoe.
Oh,
Yeah, say some shit, Joe. What are you gonna say?
nothing. I have nothing against the Tahoe. I'm just saying it's going to lose a lot of money over like 3
Joe
years.
hates
Well, it's
everyone who has a
used.
Tahoe.
I have nothing against. I don't know why there's just
She
who's
should've
spreading this
got-
narrative that I don't like
Manuela
Tahoes.
is
You
so.
should've
Your mom
updated.
is so small, getting out of that big ass
I
Tahoe.
know. And she wants, because she needs more space. I think she's going to get upgraded to the Suburban. It's
That's
bigger.
big. That's like the L Wagoneer.
For more food
Like
storage.
I have to
carrying.
convert everything into a
Trips to
Jeep for
Sam's.
Max to understand. This happens like once a week. Max is like, all right, explain it to me like a Jeep. Like, all right, it's like a Summit, not a Trackhawk, but a Summit. He's like, oh, okay. All right, cool.
Okay, are we committing to doing this pod?
I can
the-
do another one next week.
I think we should go week by week or even like month by month. I think we shoot for 2 to 3 months.
Here's the thing: if we ever don't do an episode, it's because Christian didn't.
It's because
didn't
I
wanna do
had
it.
my schedule, bro. I got a lot on Thursdays and Fridays.
So you're saying once a week? If-
Every
if-
weekend
if-
I have something going
you-
on, pretty much.
Let me word it this way, Christian. Once a week, for an hour and a half, can you hang out with 2 of your closest friends?
Maybe.
If I'm
that's
in
the
town,
question I'll-
then yes.
Max, you got to wrap this up. My dehumidification water is, I'm ready to pee.
Okay, just
I'm
like
trying to be cool.
Yeah, I'm sure Dolly's probably pissing on the couch right now. All right, that will conclude episode 102 of the Don't Be Sour pod. Make sure you guys want to plug anything you got. Joe has some YouTube videos from a couple years ago. You can go watch.
They got more views than yours, dude.
I'm uploading
Yeah,
my
you do.
year in review video, so that'll be probably already live.
Shouldn't that have been
Right now?
live yesterday?
I'm gonna listen to it the way
Well, I
home.
filmed it yesterday. It's going up probably tomorrow.
You edit your own videos?
Not this one, but most of them, yeah.
How long does it take you to edit a video?
If I'm just like vlogging, maybe hour and a half now. It used to take like 2.5.
So you outsource it if you want like cooler effects or something?
I'll outsource it if it's like a year recap where I'm like reacting to stuff or like if it needs more editing.
Okay. 2025, we're gonna get YouTube videos?
Think so.
Probably not. All right. New episodes every Monday unless Christian doesn't want to film one. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Eat more sour strips. Ever forward. Get more Alphalete. Buy cabinets from Joe's.
That'd be nice.
If you guys need cabinets in the Houston Benedettini
Sell you some
cabinetry.
wood.
What'd you say?
Sell them some wood.
Peace.
Sold your mom some wood.